Hello, YouTube? Dwarf Fortress? Sure. It's Telia's fabulous embark, don't you know? It's well worth a watch. Well worth a watch. So, what am I up to? I'm going to ignore the surface for a bit. We're down here. We're in the exciting part of the fortress where we're digging out this obsidian. I mean, well, technically we are digging through the obsidian, but we're not digging it out as such. It's more about retrieving the adamantine within. But of course, we can't dig that out of magma. That wouldn't make sense. We have to douse it in water and turn it into obsidian for digging out. Now, this whole affair here, this little tunnel of water, has turned out to be a pathetic waste of time. Complete waste of time. The water just doesn't end up spreading far enough. It trickles out of here. It doesn't make any obsidian. Very sad indeed. However, I'm currently digging an enormous chamber above, which I intend to dig out, channel across, and put some drawbridges, maybe some hatches, we'll see. I forget who it was in chat, but someone was championing the drawbridge last time we were here. It could be Ocelot, could have been Archimedes, could have been any number of people, but I'm thinking about it. I haven't quite yet decided the flooring mechanism. But what I can tell you is, decided that we've got to fill this up with water and douse that obsidian. Hello, Ravelin. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. So, what needs to be done in order to facilitate the flooding of this room with water and then the dumping of that water on the floor? I mean, obviously we have to seal this bit off here. This has to be sealed off. But we could do that with a floodgate. That's not a big issue. In fact, I could install the floodgate right now, link up a lever over here, and everything will be fine. There's a small chance that we'll lock a few of our little diggers in here while they're trying to channel out the hole, but whatever. Right, here we go. Floodgate. Let's bung it in, and I'm going to put it here. I mean, why not? Let's just do it that way. And then unpause and wait for them to come and fix it. I will actually take a quick glance onto the surface to make sure there are no immediate threats, no clear and present dangers. No? It's looking all good. Why am I looking over here like this? There we go. If I just turn, that's much better. I'm actually facing the monitor I've got Dwarf Fortress on. Makes much more sense. Excuse my giant red cup. Okay, so there's nothing happening up here. That's fine. If I come down a bit lower, we can get to our nice digging chamber. I can see that we stand a very good chance of locking one of these bad boys in. Oh no, he only wants to do one channel and then he's out of there. He's hauling ass. He's got no interest in dilly-dallying and hanging around, doing a bit more of the work. No, he's got things to do. He's mad about town. He's having a bit of a strut along the boardwalk. Not entirely sure what a boardwalk is, but I'm sure it's fantastic stuff. Okay, so what are we waiting for here? We're going to channel this area out as a place to keep the levers for operating whatever water dumping mechanism we decide to use. So that's quite cool. I mean, that does really need to be done fairly quickly. Maybe I should start installing some levers as they go as well. Let's do it. Build trap component lever. We'll stick one right here in the corner. Very nice. We'll use rhyolite mechanisms. I'm guessing the quality of the mechanisms is not going to be crucial for this particular thing, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, we haven't got that channeling done yet. Let's unpause it. We'll let that lever get installed. I mean, how quickly are we going to build all these bloody drawbridges and whatnot? They're not going to be installed quickly. We've got time to wait. Maybe actually come out of the menus and allow the game to progress. That might work better, scoundrel. It could have a slightly more powerful chance of succeeding. In comes the floodgate. Very nice. Oh, we're going to need a lever for that as well, aren't we? Good idea, scoundrel. Well done. I like your thinking. I like the cut of your jib. Fantastic. Sorry. I'm having a bit of a mind melt, apparently. Right, there's two levers going in. One for a bridge. In fact, you know what? Let's just go lever mad. Let's go ham with the levers. Look at this. Oh, baby. So many levers, you wouldn't believe. Okay. In they go. Pish, bash, bosh. I mean, I have made that area fairly large. Oh, that's all right. Now, what I've done is I've made it so that each lever can cover like 2 or 3 wide. That's not too bad. Shall I put some Simon Swirler on? It's very quiet without him, isn't it? Here we go, Mr. Swirler. Ooh, a little bit loud there. I'll just tweak you down a shade, and then we'll get on with things. Sound good to you? Maybe. Hope so. I hope Simon Swirler's doing well. He's not posted on his YouTube channel for quite some time. Hopefully that's because of success in other areas. Fingers crossed. Okay, this is all good, but we are now going to be severely bottlenecked by the lack of floodgate lever, which is a shame. But that's the way things go in Dwarf Fortress sometimes. You think you're making progress, and then you realise all you've done is made a big fat bottleneck for whatever metaphorical fluid you're using to represent your fortress to squeeze through. Dear oh dear. Only 2 more blocks. Come on, somebody get down here and start making these levers. It's important. Oh. Well, this is nice. Makes for a refreshing change of pace to have the dwarves hear me as their sort of demi-deity. That's it. You whack that lever in, and then we'll start linking it up to the old floodgate there. Sound cool to you, Mechanicu? Add to floodgate. And we'll have it linking up to that one, please. With a schist mechanism and a cinema mechanism? No, a cinema mechanism is a means by which you can make a moving picture appear on a large screen. Surely. However, a cinnabar mechanism is just a mechanism made of cinnabar. What could be more obvious? What could be more plain? Nothing. Nothing, frankly. Second lever's hopefully going to go in a sec. I'm glad to see they're hauling some of that shit out of there. That's a good point. We're going to have to... Oh, a vile force of darkness has arrived, has it? Let's take a little peek at what this vile force of darkness is constituted from. Or of. Or with. Not constituted with, that sounds wrong. Hello Arctrect, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Let's take a little look on the You Others screen. I'm only seeing 2, a goblin and a troll. I'm assuming that as we unpause, more enemies will pour onto the map. Well, I'm not sure about pouring, but they're certainly appearing in a trickle. Oh no, I'm probably being a bit too generous calling it a trickle. A third creature has come onto the map, a second goblin. This doesn't look like it's going to be a major threat. However, it may make sense to initiate some of our defense protocols. Do I call everyone inside? That sounds like a lot of probably not going to happening. Maybe we just allow the traps to take the brunt of what comes. Oh, I don't know about that. That doesn't sound sensible either, does it? That sounds like hubris. Huge, stinking great heaps of hubris. Heaps. Do I just pull the lever and hope that there's nobody out on the surface? I can't think of many reasons why anyone would be on the surface. Let's take a little peek at our wood stockpile, shall we? I mean, if that's fulsomely... no. It's not fulsomely appointed. So there probably is some buggering around outside, isn't there? I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to initiate a military alert. I hate doing this, I really do. I don't hate doing this, sorry. I'm imagining it's like starting a war or something, but it's not. It's averting a war, if anything. I love doing this. Drawing all my dwarves deep into the bosom of my fortress is one of the most enriching things a fortress will allow me to experience. There we go, there's a bit of hyperbole for you. If I just pause here, I'm going to check to see if the invasion has swollen. It has swollen, and significantly more than I was anticipating. We still have our troll here, no worries about that. But we have been joined by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new goblins. And of course, that array of cage traps only has 9 traps in it. So there is very little chance of us successfully capturing all of these enemies. That said, there is a reasonably good chance that we will keep them locked out, or enough of them will get captured to repel their advances. Having said that, once again, there could be more of them coming. That may not be enough of their proportions, so to speak, dismissed for them to be repelled fully. There's some dingoes up there in the scrub. Very exciting. That's not scrub. Look how densely packed those tree posts are. We need to dig pathways through here. I think maybe going to auto chop and saying no fruit trees was a mistake. These forests are substantial. In fact, let me just quickly go to the auto chop dashboard and let's change some things. Auto chop on. Yes, that's good. De-designate now. Not yet. We need to toggle some stuff. Minimum logs 80, maximum logs 100. Sure. No limit. That doesn't sound sensible. Skip fruit trees. We're going to turn that off. We're going to let them cut fruit trees now. And we're going to say... That's it, I think. We currently have 142 logs and 3 marked trees, but that's fine. Let's now mark the trees. Ooh, look at that! 3,000 marked trees. This doesn't sound sensible either. Numbers like that usually indicate calamity on the horizon, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe big numbers don't mean big trouble here. Maybe big numbers just mean big fun. Although we all know what that means in the context of Dwarf Fortress. So do I change my minimum and maximum? I think I might actually. I might just try and reap while the reaping's good. Because if we have 142 logs now and it's not filling our storage space, I think it makes sense to make our maximum logs... Let's go crazy and say 300. Engage in complete lunacy. And I'm going to make the minimum number of logs 100. Don't you see if I won't? There we go. What am I doing? Is that good? I think that's good. Let's redesignate. And then come out of this little madness. Oh my god, every tree on the map has been designated. I may have just indulged in an apocalyptic level of silliness. But we'll find out sooner or later. Oh yeah, I've got to pull the lever, haven't I? Come on, scoundrel. Come on, be a sensible lad. Keep that gate closed until you're sure the goblins can be fully dealt with. Pull the lever. Do it now. Bosh. Let's go up there. Unpause it. Wait for the gate to close. And once it's done, well, there we go. We can head straight off and start focusing on the mines again. Oh! Shit. Okay, this is suboptimal. We've got a troll, but trolls move quick. Ah, shit, so do goblins, apparently. Okay, this isn't the best. Let me just pause things quickly. We'll take a little peek downstairs. We'll see if anyone's actually pulled the lever yet. Nobody's even near the lever. There have been precisely 0 fucks given by the dwarves. I am not keen on this. Hello, Static. Welcome to the stream again. Thanks for joining us. What? I mean, it can't be... I mean, it can be pretty bad, can't it? Maybe I should mount up some of my troops and send them as a party waiting for the invaders. But whilst doing that, also rely a little bit on the traps and hope that someone pulls this lever. So, squad. I want both my standard squads, not the vampires at this moment. We'll leave the vampires in reserve. And I would like you all to move. Yeah, move. And I want you to move to the top of the stairs here. In fact, let's put you just in here. Just out of sight of the gobbos. So if they go past the doors, you'll charge them and hopefully blindside them. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's press space to resume things and see how this goes. Now that troll, probably going to get captured. Bosh. However, goblins like to hug the walls. They path tight. And if they don't... Ooh, there's a lot of goblins standing on that. If someone's pulled that lever now, it's going to be glorious. It's going to be a lot of flying goblin. Back down to the lever. Let's see if it's been pulled. There's nobody standing anywhere near it. This could be disastrous. This could be the end of the fort. It could also be a cheeky reload, but we'll see. We'll see. So nobody's... Hang on. Nobody's pulled this lever. The order's been given. Somebody needs to pick the task up imminently. They really do. Let me just also press Control M on that to check it is linked up to the... It's the wrong fucking lever in the first place, isn't it? He's only gone and designated the wrong flipper to be flipped. Disastrous. Absolute chaos. Well, add pull now. Somebody yank that bastard. And this one, cancel. Cancel your pointless order. Shit. Okay, now the correct lever is being pulled. Okay. So we're getting a bit of lever pulling. That is going to end up sealing this off, but will that matter? Will that make any difference whatsoever? I'm not sure now. Although this is only 4 goblins here visible. The troll is already captured. Worst case scenario, as we see things here, 3 goblins get through. And hopefully they'll be repelled by a military. We do have a little military boy here. Esm Lockdoors. He is a skilled hammer dwarf. He is a Grand Master Spear Dwarf. So, I mean, that's pretty exciting stuff. Doubt he's got a spear. Really doubt that very much. He might have a hammer. We'll see. He could have a silver warhammer, although he's not going to be wearing any armour, is he? All of the armour I have designated on any of my troops so far has been training armour of just a leather cap. So presumably he's striding into combat wearing naught but a leather cap and clutching a silver hammer. I mean, it could end up being an iconic look, but right now I don't think that seems very likely. If he wins, I mean, PR symbol of the fortress, right? Naked dwarf doesn't need anything but his silver hammer and a leather hat to beat off his enemy. Well, beat off's a bad choice of words. To repel his enemies, but indeed kill. Kill. Let's not mince words. Kill goblins. Anyway, where was I? I was hypnotised by an internal image of a swinging dwarven nutsack over a fallen goblin. It was pretty, but not in a conventional sense. Anyway. Let that one hang in the air like a fart. And then we'll unpause, because there's not much I can do as a direct intervention now, other than hope that they're going to flip switches that require flipping. Uh-oh. Please. Uh-oh. It looks like we have now a clear path made through the trap array for the goblins, which is certainly problematic. I'm going to do a quick population check. 2 syllables come to mind immediately. And O. I think they form the backbone of any prognostication you could make about the future of this fortress. Let's see what happens here. Now, I'm interpreting that this cage trap doesn't have a cage in it. I think when they're darker green like that, they don't have a cage. Although, I could be wrong. It may be the case that somebody has vomited on a cage trap that has a cage in it. So we'll see what happens when something walks over it. This is the colour of vomit, by the way, just in case anyone's confused. This is vomit coloured. So very much this is a vomit shaded cage trap. It doesn't say anything about not having a cage, does it? Can I press Control M to get any details out of this bad boy? This building has no links. Okay, whatever. So, anyway, let's stop procrastinating. Let's see what's happening here. Do you see vomit often in Dwarf Fortress? Yeah, it's practically as common as water and magma. The trouble is, your dwarves spend long enough indoors and they'll get cave adapted. And when they come out and see the sunshine, they just vomit everywhere, and you end up with these trails of puke down your entry corridor most of the time, unless you can take some kind of elaborate steps to make sure dwarves are frequently exposed to sunlight. I don't know if it makes them perform any better underground. I think it might just be the negative effects of being underground, or maybe not. Maybe not. That's hot. I mean, I hope not. Hot sick sounds, I mean, obviously it comes out fairly warm, but hot sick sounds really bad. I can literally only imagine the stench of boiling sick, but when I do, wow, it's got quite a kick. Let's stop thinking about boiling vomit. That's disgusting. And watch these goblins go over my trap. Now, sicky cage or empty trap? What have we got here? The goblin's not advancing, which is good for us, because he makes other people repath and they have to walk over the cage traps. Very good. Bosh, Pukey Cage. Question answered. It's not at all what we thought it was. And they're sealed in. Now this could be good. Only 3 goblins have made it. Only 3 goblins. I mean, one of them could potentially path wide for no reason at all and get caught in a trap, but I don't think it's going to happen. We've got 3 of them here. They're heading down the corridor. They're making their way towards our military who are laying in ambush. This could be very good. This could be powerful stuff. We could be seeing bits of goblin all over the wall and singing the praises of these lads. Who have we got here? Who have we got here in this showdown of magnificent proportions? Let's zoom in and take a little dive onto who these dwarves are. We've got Plutonium Jesus. We've got Ezum Doliton. Very nice. Who have we got here? Nish Othbemithakut. Rusty Competent Mace Dwarf. This isn't good. He doesn't look like he's got particularly great fighting. Oh no, he does literally have great fighting skills. Sorry. How could I possibly question? He's an adept striker as well. That's nice. What have we got here? A dabbling axe dwarf. Thicket sack sprinkles. Yikes. Veru heroic winds. He's doing all right. What else have we got here? Tun squeeze whip. Very sexual name. Zan flag praise. Sounds like he might be a bit of a fascist. And Atir lash confined. Oh, it's another saucy one. We've got a lot of saucy dwarves in this fortress. I think it's because we have so many sexy books in our library, but maybe not. Maybe it's just RNG. Who can say? Anyway, sorry, where was I? Oh yes, I was just taking a look at them. I could take a look at these goblins as well. Give them a little once over. But maybe we'll just let them get into combat first. They're very, very trepidatious. Very careful in the way they advance down the corridor. Although that could be, hello, we've got to have a go hero on his way in. That could be the 10 frames per second that we were experiencing when moving. Who's this? It's Tun. Defined by his ability at wrestling. How good is he a wrestler? He's a legendary observer. He's a talented wrestler. That doesn't sound as good as his observational skills. Do you reckon he's going to give a pithy Seinfeld set? He's going to deliver a bit as he gets into the combat or something? Got a Schwarzenegger-style James Bondian one-liner ready to go, chambered for the first attack? Pow! I doubt it. This guy seems more like a doer than a thinker. Let's watch him go. Here he goes. Tun, what are you doing here? Oh, he's dodging. He's not necessarily dodging. He's not getting hit by crossbow bolts. He's in. There's some blood. It appeared underneath the goblin. Let's take a little see what's going on there. Here comes the wrestler. Strikes the goblin bowman in the left arm with his maple crutch. Brilliant. Some bruising going on there. Okay, he's going in and battering him with a crutch. I mean, he's dedicated. Let's give him that. I'm presuming that is a medical crutch that he's using for walking and not just the first thing that came to hand. I mean, it could be. Maybe he's an absolute psychotic legend and he's just running in with his clutch, like his crutch. It's now 2 goblins versus 1 leg. This doesn't look good. I feel like Tun may be overwhelmed. He does appear to be standing in a substantial amount of blood now. Let's take a little look at the combat reports and find out how Tun is faring. We've got 5 pages of combat now, and it's many colours. Many colours. He's had a silver pike firmly lodged in a wound upon his person. That's not great. The wrestler releases the grip of the wrestler's left lower arm on the goblin bowman's left back teeth. That's an impressive grip. He's using his arm to grip teeth. That's insane. Goblin bowman bites the wrestler, bruising the muscle through the sheep wool shirt and tearing the sheep wool shirt to shreds. Heavens above, he's getting his clothes ripped off. This is pretty intense stuff. A lot of flailing and biting. He's still going crazy though. He's punching. What is this? The wrestler punches the goblin bowman in the right foot with his left hand, shattering the bone through the kakapo leather low boot. He shattered bones with a punch. So he's got some moves. Let's at least give him that for sure. The goblin pikeman stabs the wrestler in the head with his silver pike, tearing the muscle. A tendon in the skull's been torn. The force twists the neck, tearing apart the skin and bruising the fat. And this is before he delivers the bone-crushing punch. Tongue, you may be worthy of some remembrance. I mean, if you die. I mean, obviously we'll remember you if you don't die. We won't just leave you and not allow you the treatment you need to... Oh, he's dead. Remembrance it is! Yay! Anyway, where were we? Let's unpause. They're hanging around the corpse, looking a bit timid. They have been battered. They've been given a little bit of what for. Let's see if we can send forth our troops. They're stationed nearby. We can get them straight in. A and B. That's it. The Orbs of Fame and the Ochre Locks. It's time to kill. Kill, 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 kill the orcs. Up and down, there will be no clemency. Let's shift A. Oh, no, that's not what we want. I don't want to do that. I want to do it with the enter. Can we do that? No, that's just give order. Oh, poopy poo. This isn't what I wanted it to do. So kill creature at cursor. Okay, everybody charge that goblin. Can I add a kill? I'm sure there was a more elegant way to add people to the kill list, right? So I press K. There we go. I do that. Does that give us 2 kill orders now? No, still 1. Selecting a rectangle? Oh, that sounds special. Let's do that. Here's our first corner. Here's our opposite corner. Bosh. Lovely. Let's get in there. Kill, kill, kill. It's time to mash some goblins up. Give them what for and cut, cut, cut. Okay, that doesn't work. It sounds really horrific. Doesn't have the sort of heroic angle I was going for when I started. It's now become more of a sort of torture porn anthem. I don't like it. Don't like it. Hello, Jack720Catch23. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. As you can see, I'm sending forward my little soldiers here to attack some goblins who've got into our fortress. It's not an ideal situation, but the combat reports may make a fool of me. They may say, don't listen to this idiot. These guys know what they're doing. These are professional dwarven soldiers. These guys are going to be charging in and doing only the finest fight moves. Let's have a look. So, punches the goblin pikeman. I mean, okay, not that great. Bruising them through the chainmail. I feel like punching people through the chainmail is probably not the most effective thing. Go for the face, but we'll see. He's doing okay though. He's biting in the lower lip, and the injured part is ripped into loose shreds. Wow, really going for it. I mean, at first, that little, I'm going to punch you in the leg. Puh, I thought, this guy hasn't got what it takes to be part of my Dwarven Special Forces. Then he just stands up and bites the guy's lips off. I'm like, wow. Now there's asserting dominance if I've ever seen it before. That is a power move. Just leaning in sensually, perhaps, for a cheeky, what appears to be kiss, and then off comes the lower lip, and the chin begins to piss blood. Disgusting. I mean, brutal. A tendon in the skull has been bruised. Oh no, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I'm sorry. My interpretation of this is way off. It's very different. The wrestler bites the goblin pikeman in the lower lip and the injured part is ripped into loose shreds. The wrestler latches on firmly. The wrestler shakes the goblin pikeman around by the lower lip, tearing the lower lip's muscle. So much so that a tendon in the skull is bruised. I mean, this is... really strong stuff. Brutal, aggressive, very dwarven. I mean, considering that their uniform is basically a leather cap and whatever weapon they appear to have picked up, I mean, my God. My God, man! The imagery. Let's see them. Let's let this fight unfold for a little bit longer. Oh, hello. Is this all but one of the goblins slain? It looks like there's only one left. Gokang Dangstrahab, the goblin, is covered in all of his friend's blood, but I'm not... Oh, I am seeing... I was going to say there were no dwarven names in that list, but no. Turns out we've got our old boy Tun in there, but he's a hero now. He's ascended. We're going to put his name on a fucking monument. Hooray! Well done. Anyway, let's let the game unfold a little longer, see if they can finish off this final intruder. Bit of bone appearing there over the top of them. That usually indicates flying teeth. But we'll see. We'll let the combat reports tell us what happened. He doesn't appear to be getting away. Either he's an ace parrier and he's doing stuff really well, or this doesn't look good. It appears that everybody's sitting on the goblin. I mean, sorry, it doesn't look good for the goblin. It looks fine for us. We don't give a fuck. We don't care. Is that goblin not dead yet? Let's have a little look. The goblin, that's the one. The wrestler punches the goblin mace man in the head with his left hand, bruising the muscle, bruising the skull through the troll fur hood. The force bends the neck, tearing apart the fat and bruising the upper spine's nervous tissue. A tendon in the upper spine has been bruised. The wrestler punches the goblin mace man in the head with her right hand and the injured part collapses. An artery has been opened by the attack. Amazing! So, it looks like the goblin was finished off with a punch. A mere punch to the head, caving it in. I feel like, perhaps, I mean, we could interpret this as one Punch Man style heroic interaction. A single deadly punch delivered so accurately and violently that it caves the opponent's head in. But I think a more correct interpretation here would be probably a rain of small fists coming down over an extended period, cracking it like an egg that has been rolled on a countertop, a boiled egg. You know how when you boil an egg, and one of the strategies you can employ for removing the shell is to roll it across the countertop and then pick the little bits off. Personally, I try to get them off in as big pieces as I can, but that's neither here nor there. I feel the effect of many little dwarves going on the skull probably produced that soft, crackled thing, so one reasonably built-up punch could just straight through. Grim, graphic, but very Cryptbeards, I would say. Anyway, let's unpause again. Let's see if the dwarves leave. They don't seem to be being released from their kill frenzy. Let me just have a little look at the squad orders. They're not busy. Should we free them? Let's cancel orders and see what happens. There may be, it's entirely possible, there will be a goblin sitting on the floor there, alive, just barely clinging on to life. There isn't one. That's fine. That's fine. I wasn't hoping for a living goblin. We've got a few captured already, I think, haven't we? Or have we? We've got the ones in the traps, obviously, but I don't think we've got any more than that. Could be time to install a fighting pit. Anyway, let's go to the alert screen and turn off the alert, because we don't need that. We have a solid drawbridge between us and our opponents. I feel like we can give people the run of the fortress. They're more than capable of defending themselves. Plus, they'll rearm those traps, and maybe we could flip the door open a bit again. Give it a little cheeky tickle. Try and tempt a few more goblins over the threshold so they can be captured like their friends. If it wasn't that we needed so many mechanisms for all the adamantine extraction down below, I would just slap in a load more cage traps and be done with it. But then again, mind you, I don't have the cages, do I? I need to make the cages. We've barely got any wood. Oh my god, it's chaos. The life of a fortress overseer is chaotic and stressful. Wait, are they all piling into my little tunnel down here? Are they running away? How dare they? They only killed a few of their friends. That's outrageous. My goodness. My goodness. Running away with their tails between their legs. What cowardly curs. What cowardly custard. What yellow bellies. Dear oh dear oh dear. Genuinely having a little moment of internal conflict going, is the phrase yellow belly racist? Oh no, did I just do a racism? I was worried. But you know what? I didn't mean to. And I apologise wholeheartedly and unreservedly if I've indulged in some sinful nonsense. Sinful, that's a bad choice of words. That implies I might be a crazy. I mean, just badness. Whoa. Little hoot of joy from my slightly bunged up nose there. Did you hear that? It went, woohoo! I don't know how much of that you can hear. It's like I have a little nesting bird up there, singing me some sweet tunes. The sweet sounds of nature. That's not how birds sound, don't worry. If you've never heard birds before, where do you live? That's interesting. Odd. Then again, just because you've heard birds doesn't mean you necessarily associate the utterings of avians with any kind of sweet music. You may have only heard some form of crow, one of the many corvids. They make a sort of guttural barking noise. Ah! Dreadful. Still, smart birds. Probably shouldn't be shit-talking them. I'll bet they'll gang up with the AIs when they reach levels of intelligence just enough to take over the world. The crows will be part of Skynet, you mark my words. All that shiny shit, they love it. Anyway, sorry, just revealing my prejudices there. Didn't mean to suddenly go off on that strange tangent. And didn't I also say that I wasn't going to focus on the top of the fortress? I was going to stay down below working on all the materials needed for digging out adamantine. Yet here I am, looking at the very top level of the fortress and going, there's goblins, gotta do something about it. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know what I mean. Oh, we could bang out a ton of copper cages, couldn't we? And it looks like we have, judging by the speed at which that cage is moving. That's probably a copper cage, right? English. He's loading a cage trap with a... Where's your inventory? Inventory! There seems to be a sad dog in my nose. That's a shame. Poor old sad dog. He says, laughing at the idea of a sad dog. Excuse me. Okay, it is a copper cage. That is good. So we don't have to worry about acquiring wood for supplying ourselves with cages. Maybe it does make sense to spam down a cage trap array. Why not? Why the fuck not? I mean, it's going to have to be here, isn't it? Because as soon as they have the option to bypass the cage traps, only this area here becomes a viable trap zone. Do I spam in the traps? We're in no immediate danger. The door's closed. The siege is now distracted with other things. Let's ignore it. Let's ignore it. We'll just slide down the fortress a bit, see what we've got. Any excitement going on? You know, if there's a sad dog in your nose, I might understand why it's sad. That's true. You never know, it could be a tiny dog, a micro dog, a nano dog. Imagine that. Nano dogs. Little hamster-sized dogs. To only live for like 6 months. Little bite-sized pet. Fun size. Although, if that's what you can call something that comes into your life, wraps itself around your hearts and then immediately dies. I mean, that wouldn't be fun, would it? Oh, wait, no, there's a thing. They got hamsters for that. Oh, God. Just feel that darkness. Jesus Christ. Calm down, sir. I've barely made it back down to the adamantine. I'm sitting here looking at the farming zone, realising that we now have captive goblins and trolls. I mean, we could use them to train our war bears and war jaguars on, right? Pretty sure if we... I do need to figure out how to steal all their items, don't I? I think there's a DF hack command that will allow me to do it. But I am dilly-dallying when I should be thrusting deeply into my fortress, staring into its eyes and saying, I'm going to extract all of your adamantine. Because that's how I talk to my fortress, alright? Don't judge me. Judgmental barbarians. Okay, looks like we've got some miners sleeping down here. That's good. How is the lever installation in our... Oh yeah, of course they did it in that order. I mean, why would you do anything other than the first one and then the last one? Oh, dwarves. Let's quickly click on this lever. We've already got it ordered to be linked up to a trigger, but the job was suspended. Yes, I see. Everything makes sense now. Suddenly it's my fault. Of course it is. Of course it is. I didn't put my post up in Discord. You're joking? He's not joking. He's not joking. Here we go. With 2 little taps of the enter key, I vomit forth the 2 Discord posts I make about my stream going live. One in my own Discord and one in the Yogscast shared area where you can do that. Crazy, I know. But hey, I've done it now and you can't stop me. Right, let's have a look. You didn't put your post up. No, that. Hello, Dr. Phineas. Welcome back. Strip caged all /weapons. When you say strip cage all, is that like one command and then or strip caged weapons is one command, or is it strip caged all weapons? Clarity, sir. Clarity, please. Ah! Anyway, we'll get there. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm going to test it. This could end up in bad stuff happening. But it doesn't matter. Does not matter because we can suppress bad stuff. We can push it down. Oh, we're going to need to replace that ton in the military, aren't we? He sacrificed himself so that we may... Oh my god. There's miasma in the barracks. Well, they do need to learn to fight in adverse conditions, so maybe this makes sense. Maybe that's just the way it has to be now. What was I doing? Fart knockers. Look at all that orthoclase that needs dumping. What is this? That's supposed to be for granite. Why is there orthoclase in my granite pile? Oh, Jesus Christ. Chaos. Absolute bloody chaos. Right, where are we? Okay, this is an active garbage dump. We need to turn that off. Say, no thank you. Please cease your dumping and get everything into a stockpile if you could. Thank you very much. Okay, I got distracted. Forgot what I was doing. I'm supposed to be doing something down in the mining zone. We're waiting for levers to be connected so that we can actually flip them. That's right, flip them and get digging going on in here. Which is nice. You know, once that's done, everybody can breathe a little sigh and get on with the bulk of the engineering. I suppose I could dig through here to connect them up again and then bung another floodgate in, but I don't know. I don't know about that. So we're kind of bottlenecked down here. There's nothing I can do. I may as well have fannied around on the surface. I may as well have larked around like a frolicsome youngling. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. What's this? Lyco Mizboykim, guild representative. Okay. I thought for a second we had a rogue goblin marauding in our fortress. Turns out, absolutely not. Oh, a dog hair amulet. Well, this sounds very nice. Oh wow, a dog hair. Let's take a little look at the dog hair amulet. It's worth 10. It belongs to Vabok Mind Punch, one of our wrestlers. I thought this was brought by the goblins. That's it. That's all it has. This is a dog hair amulet. It makes me smell when the rain falls. Let's put in an order to reclaim all this shit. DBC. And then all of the accoutrements of the fallen shall be gathered up and put in whatever stockpile it belongs in, I suppose. All weapons. Okay, I am going to say strip caged all to some of these prisoners of war. What have we got here? This one here. Click on that one. It's a goblin in a cage made of hazelwood. The cage, not the goblin. If I go over to DF Hack and I type strip caged space all. Does all cages at once. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Dumped 124 items in 16 cages. Damn. Hot diggity dog. Good. Okay, so that means they're all kind of much less dangerous than they could have been if I'd let them loose in the fort carrying their weapons. Do we all remember that time that one One of our chat members hubristically said, "I'll be the one to fight the goblin in the fighting pits. I'll do it on my own, too. See my bravado. It oozes from my skin like olive oil from a crushed olive." Anyway, they went in there, and then the goblin came hauling ass out of that cage with a silver whip in his hand, and if I remember rightly, smartly drove the tip of the whip across the dwarf's eyes, destroying them entirely. I mean, holy shit. That's not what you want. We appear to have ghosts. That's also something we don't want. And so in order to take action on that, I'm going to go to our crafts dwarves and see who needs a memorial slab carved, engraved, memorialized. Add Alt S. Medtop definitely needs one. He's a ghost. Add Frothy Threads done. It looks like we've only got the one unentombed / memorialized spectral entity passing through the fortress right now. We may actually be... Oh, hello. Della and Libash have not been engraved or memorialized. Interesting. There's Libash. Mafal's been memorialized though. Not Lolo. Not Zan. Not Iteb. Wait a minute. Gokang Dangstratab is a fucking goblin name. Whatever, we don't need no goblin ghosts. Goblin ghosts can fuck off. Right, what are we looking at next? Oh yes, we're going back down to the diggy zone to see if they've installed that lever yet. How's it going? Lever installed? Well, fuck you then. How dare you call yourselves mechanics if you can barely get a few levers installed over the course of an evening? Disgusting indolence! Right, back up to the surface again. Are there any other jobs we can tinker with? Any part of fortress life that we can stick our elbows into? Anything that we can force our way into and potentially improve / make worse / just fiddle with? Come on, fortress. Show me some signs. What should I do? I mean, we definitely need to deal with this miasma situation up here. I do need a proper dump, don't I? Where we can get rid of all of the crap that needs getting rid of. Getting rid of. That's what we need to say. What I will do... Excuse me, sniffling. I might get the miners to start digging a refuse chamber for stuff that's going to get miasmal. Because if we can't go outside and dump it here, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Hello, Nico Live. Welcome to the stream again. Thanks for joining us. And hello, Bellug. Welcome back. Joining us again. I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. My fortress... kind of doing alright. It's fine. It's fine. We've got a siege. We've got some goblins marauding on the surface, but that doesn't really concern me too deeply. I'm okay with that. I can live with a few goblins fart-arsing around on the surface, parading around like they own the place. I mean, it's not what's on the surface that counts. It's what's deep down below the fortress. Shiny and blue. It's going to be sweet. Hello, Righteous. Welcome back. Hide your dwarves and bring me your elves. Oh my goodness. This sounds disgusting. Ugh. Elves. Ugh. Yuck. I've got to stop nailing that stuff back and start drinking this tea before it goes cold. Oh. 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 I do like a bit of chamomile tea. Tasty stuff. Okay. So sitting here gazing at this area futilely is going to be quite tedious, I think. I feel like we're probably going to lose a lot of interest quickly if this is all we do. Let's go down a bit deeper. We've done the memorial slabs. I mean, is there anything really I can do on the surface that the dwarves aren't going to do for themselves at the moment? Getting rid of that goblin corpse might be an issue. Yeah, maybe we will dig out a dead zone. A place for the dead to be abandoned. It'll be nice. Dig it out past the animal zone, maybe? Put it behind the textile area. Be nice, wouldn't it? All of our cloth being woven near a big pile of stinking corpses. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Let's find somewhere a bit... I could dig it off here, couldn't I? Oh, we've already done the enormous room on this floor. Then again, I could just dig like a sort of tunnel adjacent to this one and fill it with trash, couldn't I? And then we could wall it off at a later date just to make sure it's gone. Then again, we could trash a shitload of stuff here under the old, excuse me, smashy bridge, couldn't we? I'm doing it. You can't fucking stop me. I'm doing it. I'm putting a dump zone underneath this. Hang on a minute, the game won't let me, will it? Yeah, it will. Brilliant. Bish bash bosh. There goes a dump. Hooray. Very nice. Stuck inside the tiny box. I'll tell you what, my PC isn't that tiny a box. It's a fairly substantial box. It's a mid-sized tower, I would say. Not super large. Doesn't have to accommodate an enormous graphics card or even a... let's just dump this corpse. Get this fucking corpse out of the way. Where is it? Iron arrows. There's his rotten corpse. Let's dump this bullshit. Squish it. Squish it under the lever. Sorry, what was I saying? Yes, my computer's... It's not that tiny. It's not that tiny. I think... I mean, you could definitely fit a baby in it. I don't know about a full-sized adult. I mean, you'd have to smush them up pretty aggressively. I don't think there's enough air you could force out of a human corpse to bring it down to quite that size. I think you would be considered more pate than man at the point you were inside my case. But, you know, I mean... If you really want to, I can give you a heads up on what kind of case it is, maybe even provide some kind of Amazon affiliate link, and then feel really dirty as I read the newspapers about the man who forced himself inside a PC case. And not in a sexy way either, in a horrific suicide way. Oh God, why do I keep doing this? I keep having to go to the darkest of places. It's madness. It's madness. The real Tron world. Interesting. The Tron world that didn't require hours of painstaking cutting holes in film and shining lights through it. Man, they really went all out making Tron. And to be honest, it ain't that great a movie. The modern Trons, I mean, the soundtrack is phenomenal, but the movies, they're alright. Just not amazing. Oh, hello, people are coming up. Are they bringing rubbish for the rubbish pile? They have bonked the goblin in there. That's nice. Presumably he dumped something up there? Didn't see what he was carrying, but... uh-oh. We've got a miasmal stink. Hopefully it won't make it through the doors and everybody will be able to get out, but this is good. I'm liking the fact that a lot of trash is getting hauled up here. We should get rid of quite a bit of stuff. And then we'll smush it under there, and then we'll get back. Once the fortress is a little bit tidier, we'll get back to doing some thingamies. You know what I mean. Quantum stockpiles. That's what I was talking about. That's what would be affected by an active dump site, wouldn't it? It's exactly what would be affected by an active dump site. I should probably also... What's the stinkums here? What's causing all this stank in the room? There's an elite wrestler on a detailed floor, but is that really what we're expecting? Prepared giant alligator spleen muskmelon roast. I bet you it's this bullshit right here. It's all this crap. They've brought food into the training area. They've smashed it up. Probably tried to play baseball with Scotch eggs or something using their hammers as bats. And now there's stinky decomposing food in all the nooks and crannies of their detailed and carved floor. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Ah, dear. Okay, I should probably unpause that, otherwise no progress will be made. I mean, really, I'm just killing time here, waiting for the levers downstairs to be flipped. Flipped? Constructed. Finished. I'm hoping for a few more mechanisms to appear, but it looks like we've got a lot of substandard ones. Not enough masterwork, if you ask me. This is heresy of the highest order. The Tron world inside your PC will revolt and burn those precious components. My goodness, don't they live in those components? Isn't that like us fundamentally disassembling reality? Which, I mean, I'm not entirely sure we'd even know how to do that. Would we? I suppose, in a way, splitting atoms is a bit of fundamental disassembly of reality, but maybe not a total disassembly, just a reduction to its ingredients. Maybe we need to take it a step further to disassemble it. It's all getting very fucking cosmic horror, isn't it? Have you seen riots IRL? They burn shops and museums. Well, yes, but burning down a shop or a museum does not equate to destroying the very substrate on which you exist, right? I mean, that's not even a mass suicide doesn't cover that kind of thing. Good. Cosmic horror's the best horror. It's my favourite horror. Excuse me scratching my leg down here. It's itchy, and I think we can all agree that there are very few sensations that trump scratching an itch. Oh god, it's an ecstatic, joyful experience. Oh god, I've got to stop though. I've got to stop scratching. Anyway, excuse me. I wonder if our crafts dwarf has finished carving all of those memorial slabs. Oh. It very much appears to be the case. Let us place these slabs and dismiss any ghosts that might be fannying around the place. Build. Alt-S. No, this isn't what I wanted. I'm in the wrong screen. Let's try again. B. Alt-S. There we go. Now place your slab right about there. Press X. And only place the memorial slabs. Oh dear. Memorial slabs. Every time I say that, there's a little bit of my soul that's pulling me towards singing the Monster Mash for some reason. But there's also a little piece of my mind saying, don't do that. You don't actually know the lyrics to that song. Launching into a song which you don't know the lyrics for is, well, it's musical madness. Idiocy of the highest order. Then again, that doesn't necessarily rule it out as something that would happen here. It's entirely possible that this stream may include just a smattering, just a veneer, a thin sheen of idiocy. You may have to squint to see it, but it's there, trust me. Trust me. It's baffling idiocy of the highest order. Anyway, it looks like they've started using the clay for making stuff. I don't remember what I told them to use it on, but they've blasted through our stockpiles, haven't they? Is this? There's a potter. What's he making? Clay crafts. Okay. Presumably they'll be worth money when we trade them. At a guess. I'm hoping. We'll see. We'll see. It's not like we're hurting for stuff to trade with either, is it? I mean, between the tatty old clothes we can sell and the spinning green glass discs that we've got lying around the place, I mean, we are making quite a good bit of money off of our trades. Let's head down into this area again and see if they've connected up the floodgate. Fucking hell. Oh, this one's suspended, is it? Well, why does that stop this one getting done? Let's suspend it and unsuspend it and see if that kicks things into action. Do I need to make more mechanics? Is that what I need to do? But that's going to dilute the pool of people levelling up and making high quality mechanisms where we need them. Because when we start making our spinning green glass blade traps, we're going to need high quality mechanisms. Low quality mechanisms just won't do the job. The traps ping and pong apart and send things spraying in all directions. And what we want is things being sprayed just towards death. Okay, that metaphor started to go weird as soon as it became a metaphor. It was an actual literalism, and then I went metaphorical and everything started to go crazy. Story of my life. Anyway, Seeing as nobody appears to be coming down here to do any of this cool shit that I've asked them to do, maybe I need to make that extra tunnel through here. It feels like a real daft thing to do, but maybe it has to be done. Oh, got a starving ram. Oh no, what a disaster. We'll run out of sheep. We won't run out of sheep. There's no way we'll run out of sheep. We have an excellent breeding program and our sheep are the best sheep in the world. They're the best sheep in our fortress at the very least. Is this lever made out of orthoclase or something? It is. See that horrible pissy hue it's got over it? I'm not sure I like it. Righteous. 30 years old. Oh man. 10 years younger. Enjoy your 30s. They're quite good fun. I mean, actually, so far, my 40s have been pretty good fun as well. I mean, sure, I'm only just past the tip of the penis, so to speak, when we use fucking as a metaphor for age. But, whatever, I don't know where I was quite going with that. Let's unpause this, because it's been sitting here on pause for quite some time. And that's annoying, because I would have liked that time to have passed. Come on, somebody get down here with the mechanism. Bung it in this lever. Slap one in there. Bish bash bosh. Jobs are good and lovely jubbly. Hooray hurrah. Man in a bra. Here he comes. Here he comes. What are you doing? Are you going to do this one? I'd rather you did this one. But part of me just... yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I saw it coming a mile off. I was sitting there thinking, this mechanic ain't coming to do the job I've got lined up for him. He's come to do something else. But this mechanic... yeah, look at him. He's a real mad lad. He's gone straight for the floodgate, taken a look at it, drawn air sharply across his teeth, and declared the job far more expensive than initially observed. Good. Well done. Well done. You will return to mechanic school, lauded as a hero. I suppose there is that. Rant? Was it a rant? I'm not sure it was a rant, was it? Maybe it was a rant. Maybe it was a little more strident than I intended. God damn it, somebody get down here and fix this switch. Feels like an eternity I've been waiting for this to happen. Oh, here we go. Here we go. A lovely red mechanism, presumably carved from cinnabar. Possibly railgar, also a red material, but I'm not sure. God, I feel like I'm fucking commentating on a royal wedding or something, and all the inane stuff as people walk down the fucking church. Oh, this person's wearing this particular type of clothing, and this person wants bond of sheep. Very boring. Come on. There we go. There we go. Is that now finished? Is that a job done? It is a job done. Let's add pull now. Come on. Pull the lever. You can go back and do it. You don't have to walk away. You can... no, you walked away. He fucked off. He decided to be a little Dickens about it, didn't he? A little chicken Dickens. Never mind. I'm going to need to turn my stockpiles to hauling microcline to get this shit out of here, because I don't think it's going to be sensible to drop all of these boulders at the same time as I drop the water. It's going to cause a right fucking mess. So with that in mind, maybe I should think about... setting up a nice microcline stockpile to accept those boulders, which I will do up here. Up here. Holy shit, this is deep. Come on. There we go, we're in the fortress. Shit, I forgot why I came up here. Don't you hate that when you do that? You go upstairs, or downstairs I suppose, or even just walk into a room and then you just completely blank. What was I doing here? Why? Oh, that was it, microcline. I was going to try and excite the collection of microcline. I think we're going to have to dump this orthoclase first though, which is awkward. It is awkward, I'm not going to deny it, because we have a dumping zone up here, don't we? Which appears to have received quite a quantity of goods. What I'll do is I'll just deactivate that for now. Just going to deactivate it. Click on it, press A. Yeah? What? No. Something went wrong there. Okay, I appear to have put a zone on a zone. But we'll ignore that for now. It's unlikely to cause the collapse of reality around us. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So we've turned off that dumping zone, and now we come over to our craft zone. You know what? Do I just dump a shitload of stuff over here? What's this one? Rhyolite. Oh, there's so much bloody rhyolite to be collected, isn't there? Oh, God. Does it really all need to be separated? I mean, it just needs to be next to the correct... Well, I mean, if we separate it out by type, though, we can then figure out ways of actually making... No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little orthoclase pile here. I'm going to do it. Pop in a new one. Here we go. Check this out. Full popping. There we go. Bang. Popped. And now we turn it into a garbage dump. Press escape. And then I need to make a stone stockpile over the top of said garbage dump. And then we say, please only accept orthoclase. That's all we want. Nothing else. Just lovely yellow orthoclase. Oh, what a material. Thank you very much. So, now that we've got that done, we can say DBD, and we can dump all of this yellow orthoclase. Look at this stuff. Look at it. In it goes into the dumping pile, piece by glorious yellow piece. And then that will send people out to dig up or collect more of this sweet yellow stone. But don't worry, because once they've hauled all that, we'll turn it into microcline stockpile, bish bash bosh, everything's good. We are going to need to deal with the cinnabar as well, but that's fine. That's absolutely bloody fine. Don't worry about it, not a problem. Although, I suppose we could make some kind of microcline staging post to suck the microcline out, maybe. It does look like there's a lot of wheelbarrows in play here, which indicates to me that people are going out to get more orthoclase quite aggressively. I mean, the number of idlers has plummeted. It's gone right down. Maybe we need a better door there. I feel like we're being a dafty, just having a single... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go wild. I'm going to do some real fruity shit right here. Ba 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 ba. There we go. In fact, let's change it just a little bit. There we go. 2, 2. It's good. It's fine. It's lovely. Do need to put a few more doors in on these, though, I think. Just having the one door next to an open space feels silly. Feels like a very Pyrrhic victory architecturally. Right, let's bung one there, bung one there, and bung one there. There we go. Lovely. Has the adamantine flooding chamber opened up? It has. Now this is good. This is very good. This is super special. This is tingly feeling time. Hello, Darren Donovan. Stockpile? Question mark. The stockpile over the thingy? I'm not sure. I need to know exactly, precisely to what you are making reference. Please, pray tell. Let me know. DH. That's already a priority 2 dig. Once that's done, right, how many levers can I fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that one's for there anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to just build more levers. Build trap component lever. Here we go. Let's pop them in. See how many we can get in. Bonk, gadonk, gadonk, gadonk. There we go. And I think what we end up with is this lever covering these two squares, right? These two. And this one. Yeah. Every lever covers 2 squares of drawbridge, right? Maybe? Question mark? I hope so. I hope so. My plan is to leave like a little strip down the middle and put drawbridges that retract along this middle strip either direction. That's my plan. That's my hopes and dreams laid bare for you there. All my dreams of the future. Well, I say all of my dreams of the future. I suppose kind of weak sauce dreams, right? And then I want my dwarf fortress to be a little bit better. Wow. Dream big, sir. Dream big. Dream a little dream of me. Okay. Maybe we should start thinking about using some of these caged animals. I've been indulging my every whim when it comes to purchasing speciality creatures, but to what end? To what purpose am I gathering these beasties? Everything in here has a reason. It's got a cloaca pumping out sweet ovum for our dwarves to stuff themselves silly on. But over here, this room is very much a scenario. We're not sure what it's for. Ah well, back down. Let's look at other fortress areas. What else can we make? What else can we churn through the system? Are our weaponsmiths getting any good yet? That's what I want to know. Have we been making enough weapons? It looks like we've made 10 masterwork swords and 10 masterwork hammers, but has that resulted in 10 masterful crafts dwarves? I doubt it. There weren't 10 of them doing it. Let's go look at Dwarf Therapist. Let's take a cheeky peek at the old DT. What have we got here? Sort by nothing. Have a little look at weaponsmithing. Well, it looks like we do have some good weaponsmiths. Lovely. Armorsmiths. We've got one doozy of an armorsmith, and the others are all dabbling. But that's pretty good, right? I'm quite happy with that. I didn't think we had weaponsmiths and armorsmiths of that caliber, but we do. Ah, very exciting. Okay, with that in mind, maybe I should start trying to find other things for them to make. Maybe I should be cycling more armor and stuff to get them to level up on that, because that's behind weaponsmithing. Not a problem. Plenty of good weaponsmiths, but armorsmiths? Okay. Here's the plan. What we're going to do... what's this stockpile for? Armour. Armour and weapons. What was I going to put in this stockpile here? I forget. We've got area here to play with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say stockpile for weapons, which is of course PP. Tee-hee, titter, chuckle, guffaw. Oh, hello. I appear to have left us in Dwarf Therapist. How rude of me. How crass and crude. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a weapons stockpile 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it a 2x5 weapons stockpile. In it, I am going to... question mark? There we go. In it, I am going to forbid trap components, and I'm going to say I only want battle axes. Let's go with maces. And let's say I only want maces made of... What the fuck happened there? Maces made of silver. Where's the silver gone? There it is. Okay, so I want silver maces in there, and we only want ones that are masterwork or better. There we go. Lovely. So, they'll go in there. And now I put in an order for 10 silver maces and see how that goes. Iron short swords, copper bins. Is there an unused one currently? Copper battle axes. Oh, have we got 10 copper battle axes in? Interesting. Add weapons and ammunition. Make me a silver mace. Alt W. Yes, please. Make it repeat. Shift A. Mace of silver. Keep 5 to 10 in stock. No. I want you to change that. I want you to keep 10 to 10 in stock. Invalid? Oh my. Dear. Shift R. So in that case, let's make it 10 to 11. Hooray! Success! Victory! Woohoo! Oh, it looks like someone's posted something in the Discord. What does that say? He says. I don't know where they posted that. Oh, it was in... Okay, it wasn't in my one. Don't worry, everybody. It's fine. Hello, Nico Live. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. So, silver mace. Get those levelling up my my doohickey boys. We also need some armour being made, don't we? So... Why are they not doing melting metal objects? Why are they all suspendoed? Excuse me. Just unsuspending all of my jobs in my smelter is get people in there, get people going, see what happens here. Have I got melt metal object in as one of these jobs? I have. So it should just regularly get spanked into the chain and done, right? And all this stuff should get melted. What? A giant cave spider silk shoe? That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Nor do we want these copper battle axes. Why are these in here? These don't quite make muster. This one does, though. This one's a masterwork. And that one's not masterwork, but not too bad. In fact, if I do that and press M... There we go. Hopefully that'll get melted. Let's wait and see if anyone actually goes down and grabs it. What's the plan here? Someone's clearly taking the silver in for the maces. I do need to level up our armour smiths. What should we make? I mean, anything... If I make leggings, it's going to dupe whatever we make them out of, isn't it? So we're going to end up with a fuck ton of it. Maybe I should just do it with steel for the sake of at least having a shitload of something cool. Let's have a look. Copper helm, copper greaves. Okay, here's my plan. What we're gonna do. Can I change the details of that to make it? What? What? That's not what I expected. Okay. I thought we were going to be changing the material it was made of, but no such thing, sir. We no longer need copper helms and greaves. How do I remove these without... There we go. Add a new task. Armour. Make me steel... steel leggings. And I would like to make sure we get 10 of those in play, please. So Alt W, yes please. Shift A, leggings of steel. Shift R, give me 10 to 11. There we go. And once those have been built, we'll start stashing them in. Oh, I need to put a steel leggings stockpile in, don't I? I suppose I could just make it a generic steel armour stockpile, but I really don't want to do that just... Did they get leggings for these? I don't think I put leggings in for this, this, did I? No. Where do I bung it? Just up here? Sorry, let's put it up there. PD for armour. And then we say 2 by 5. Bang. And we clicky wicky on that. Go to the armour. Say I only want leg armour made of steel. And I would like it to be only masterwork or better. Good. Good. There we go. Hello Telia! Welcome back, thanks for joining us. It goes okay. Goes idea. Still on your fabulous embark. We have goblins on the surface, but they're not really much of a threat at the moment. I'm sort of trying to gear my guys up to being a bit better at making arms and armour, so when we finally go for that adamantine and then stud it with gold perhaps, it's going to be pretty special. I think we're going to have a military decked out in the fanciest of gear. The most glorious of regalia. Oh god, I dropped my tea. Which is cold now, so oh well. Never mind. If only I'd finished it while it was still hot. Disaster. How long have we been going for? We've been recording for an hour and a half. I mean, I could stop and take a break and recharge my mug perhaps. That wouldn't be the end of the world, would it? Do I really need to take a break? Could just boil the kettle in the background while I sit here waffling on as I do. I'm seeing some stuff turning up here. This is good. They're actually putting more stuff in these stockpiles. I would like it if they were melting the stuff in these stockpiles a bit more. But why be fussy? Why be fussy? You know what? I'm also going to make a separate steel stockpile. I'm going to be a real crazy guy here. I'm going to make a honking great steel stockpile. Hopefully it will fill up. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that. It's going to be for nothing but steel bars. Incredible, I know. Bars and blocks. There we go. Forbid everything and then allow steel. Steel bars. Good. Lovely. Excuse me. Do I want to leave that with the bins on it? Big mug or small head? Why can't it be both? Can be just a slightly less big mug and a slightly less small head, combining up to the same sort of scale issues you're commenting on. Aha. Very tasty. So yeah, my dwarves do appear to be very active at the moment. There seems to be quite a queue for soap. Look at them. They love it. Why are they grabbing all that soap? Where are they taking the soap? Have they suddenly found... Did I just make a stockpile for soap bars and not steel? Oh dear. Are they moving it all down here? They're not though, are they? Look, they're going... I think they're going to the well. Are they all charging the well for a wash? Where is the well? Huh. Where are they taking all that soap? They all charged in, they grabbed it. Oh, here's the well. No? I mean, there is soap next to the well, so presumably they went in there, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they've just decided soap's the hot new accessory that they must be able to lay their hands on. Why is everything frozen? Plus, no crash, Dwarf Fortress, plus. Hello, Garnbergian. Where are they taking the soap? Sorry. If the answer is anything besides a soapery tower to the heavens, it's wrong. Heavens above. Heckin' thumpy. Dirty dwarves. That's it. No, not with this much soap knocking around, though. Not with all this glorious sheep tallow soap. I mean, they must be the cleanest dwarves ever. Right? Question mark? Maybe? Maybe they're eating it. Maybe they're so disgusted at their own decadent eating habits that they've decided to just go on an all-soap diet? Cleanse themselves? Maybe? Sounds foolish. Sounds extremely foolhardy, but whatever. Whatever. It's not like the vampires have escaped. Stop worrying. Calm down, everybody. Oh, it looks like they're shifting some copper bars here. Where are those bars going? Why is a carpenter carrying copper bars? It seems Seems against character, but whatever. Oh, hello. We've just skipped over here. What's going on? Oh, someone's withdrawn from society. Where are they? Does anyone spot the withdrawer? They're going to be making their ways to the stairwell, so presumably we'll be able to... Oh, here we go. Look, up here. One of the farmers has been struck with inspiration. Let's follow them. Let's follow them and see what happens. Presumably something exciting. They could be washing their mouths out with soapy water. That's true. They could be. I mean, I don't know how sweary dwarves are in general. Maybe I shouldn't make generalisations about how sweary dwarves are, to be honest. Maybe that's rude. Then if people were allowed to make generalisations about our elves, because elves are fucking disgusting. Ugh. It looks like this person's going to make another item of clothing as an artifact, which I am not struck with happiness by. I would rather they were making artifact weapons and armour, but it's how the cookie crumbles, isn't it?
Twitch says I've been subbed for 1 month and 3 months. Technically, it's not wrong.
Well, hello. Thank you, Garnbergian. Much appreciated the sub. You threw me off there. I got taken out by the... completely poleaxed by the text-to-speech. But thank you very much for the follow. That's a lovely gesture. Thank you. Anyone else is also welcome to do so. Not required to, but feel free. It would be very nice if you did. You know, the more subs I get, the guiltier I feel when I'm not streaming. So if you want more streams, it seems to be the best mechanism by which to lever me into doing them. There you go. What a blistering sell. What an upsell. Amazing. And thank you for the sub, though. Tier 1 for 3 months. 1 month and 3 months. Does it mean you've subbed for 4 months? Or does that mean you've subbed 3 times for a month or something? It's confusing. Confusing time. Bloody hell. Why have you got to be so confusing, time? Why have you got to be divided up in such weird, arbitrary seeming units? I mean, I know 12's very divisible. I mean, sure. Easy peasy. Let's divide things that are in 12's, but... Come on. Come on. 60s? 3 months, but Twitch had conflicting messages. One of them 3, the other one 1 month. Oh. Maybe you've actually subscribed to my channel in the upside down or something. I don't know. I'm stretching for some kind of reason for it to have happened. I was thinking, oh, there must be some kind of joke material here. I should be able to wring a couple of giggles out of this little thing. And then no matter how hard I rang, no giggles dripped forth. The giggle rag remained unbearably dry. Oh my god, where is this going? Because of the Babylonians. The Babylonians? Oh, the time thing. Yes. I thought you were about to sing a song about Babylons, which, I mean, who knows where that's going? Who knows where that's going? Thankfully not, though. Thankfully that wasn't the case. We're still under bloody siege, aren't we? How many gobbos are up there? There's quite a few. But it looks like we caged their only troll. Maybe it is time to open up the gates a bit and see if we can entice a few more into cages. Maybe it's time to slap in some more cages down here. Then again, we were... Oh, we're not waiting for them to build that shit anymore, are we? Screw it. I'm going to build some traps. I'm going to do it. You can't stop me. Nothing you say will assuage me otherwise. Assuage me otherwise? That's not what I meant to say, is it? Come on, scoundrel. Be a sensible boy. Not a silly Billy. There we go. There's 9 more there. And I think I will also bung 9 cage traps down here. Yeah. You see if I don't. Watch me. Here it goes. Cage trap, motherfucking cage trap. Ah, yeah. I'm the cage trap king. I trap more things than you could even name. Probably not true. Maybe if we kept it strictly to animals in Dwarf Fortress, or invaders in Dwarf Fortress, you might slip up and forget a couple. I might actually win that one, but to be honest, I feel that the statement was implausible at the moment I uttered it, and I was a fool for even opening my mouth. Assuage, make an unpleasant feeling less intense. Probably. I'm not sure I used the right word in that context, but I gave it my best. I know I used the word assuage, just can't remember why. So, I know I've probably fucked up, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just a little bit of grammatical madness every now and again. It's fine. It's fine. As long as you don't make a habit of it and nobody gets killed because of it, it's fine. It's all good. I've got so much ore to smelt. Look at all these fucking little nodules of ore. So much of it. Thank God we started binning up all these bars, otherwise we'd be in deep shit. I should probably take steel out of this stockpile, shouldn't I? Go to the main one. No more steel, please. Thank you. I also need to pull gold out at some point, but we'll forget about it for now. We've got silver. We've got silver. The confusing thing about learning English is accepting that native speakers don't speak it. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. Well made. You're correct. Most speakers of English do mangle it a bit. They give it a little bit of they're not compassionate lovers. They take their language and go, "Oh, I love you," and then press its face down into the pillow and slap it, which is not what you want. That's generally considered poor etiquette when it comes to sweet lovemaking. Not always, but I would say in the vast majority of cases. Terminological inexactitude. Oh my goodness. Heavens above. We really are taking the language and giving it a bit too much. We're going crazy with it. I'm liking the amount of bustle, the amount of hustle and bustle I'm seeing in this area. My steel stockpile is getting filled up pretty nicely as well. I like that. We'll see how it goes with the bins. Will we need bins in there? I don't know. But to be honest, this is all sort of... Now that we've got the adamantine on the way, this is all sort of second grade gear. Anything we make out of steel is going to be a bit pants compared to the groovy kit we can build using our adamantine haul. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the stocks. Let's see what we've got. Show me the bar count. So, iron bars, well, they're abundant. Not as abundant as gold bars. We've got 394 of those, and I really don't see much use for them beyond decoration in this world. They have no electronic cables to plate, so presumably it's just an aesthetic choice. Silver, we've got less of it, but we are using more of it for weapons. Copper bars, I'm surprised we don't have more. I would have thought we would have had tons of those, and it doesn't look like anything else comes in at quite the same numbers. We only have 37 adamantine wafers at present, but that's set to change. With the engineering going the way it is, which I mean well, I think we should be getting some of that out of the ground fairly rapidly. Oh, I forgot about all this crap we've got to haul. Let's go back and check out the orthoclase situation. Let's see how orthoclase is pushing through the fortress. Ooh! Ooh! It looks like we may have exhausted the supply. This area here, did I turn off orthoclase gathering? Is that what I did? Is that how I set this up? Is this no longer an orthoclase authorized zone? It is. I'm going to... Oh, do I put microcline on yet? Is that something I want to do? Do I want to go there already? Or do I want to give my dwarves just that little bit longer to gather up the last dregs of the orthoclase that litters our fortress? Is that what I want? Because actually they may have done that. Looking at this, it seems like they have actually gathered up all the orthoclase. No, there's a bit here. Tell a lie. 'Tis brimstone, sir. Speaketh not these untruths. Okay, so it seems we have actually acquired all of the orthoclase, which means we can change this to be a microcline stockpile. Hooray, hurrah, for man in a bra. That's more than one man in a single bra. Imagine that. Such a spectacle the world has yet to see. I doubt it. Sounds like something that someone would have come up with quite a while ago. Okay, so the idler number should plummet now, and people should begin yanking as much microcline as they can lay their hands on upstairs. With that in mind, let's click here. Why is there a non-yellow rock in my orthoclase pile? I don't like that. That's a problem. However, what we need to do is go in there, turn off the active garbage dump on that stockpile, and then do some reclamation. There, and there. And that should be good, right? If we click on it, there shouldn't be any forbidden stuff. Oh, it's all good. Lovely. Tons of wheelbarrows, tons of orthoclays. Hurrah! 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 Saying it's a monkey instead of ape is inexactitude. What's happening here is akin to confusing toothpaste with cake icing. Very true. Very true. I have occasionally brushed my teeth with grammatical icing. That's true. And, more likely, I've probably applied chili paste to wounds. I've probably attempted to salve my injuries with chili paste, to extend the metaphor of using wrong materials in the wrong circumstance. Ah, dear. Oh, look, Moody Boy's still charging around. That's a good sign. That means the stuff they want abounds in the fortress. It's good, I like it. What's he gathering now? It looks like he's gone to the uncut gems pile. Okay. Okay. I can live with that. Now, the dwarves are probably having to travel quite far to acquire the microcline they're looking for. There's a lot of idlers coming up again. Could it be that in one wave of dwarven activity they've managed to collect all of the microcline? Oh, I'm going to miss fucking Oak Island this year.
Could it be that Oak Island won't be on because of COVID?
It could be. Could be a dingy new year with my favourite television programme not present. I'm not happy about that at all. I come from a Protestant region, which makes me believe that if something doesn't hurt, like chili on a wound, it's not working. Oh my goodness. I almost misread that as a prostitute region. And I was like, what? A whole region? And then I thought better of it. I realised that was not at all what you'd said. And, furthermore, I had thought on it a bit and thought, why would you even say that? Madness. You clearly misinterpreted things, scoundrel. Look at all this microcline getting picked up. Gloriously being swept away at the fingers of my little dwarves. And there's already people coming down to grab more. So I'm guessing we're on a fairly circular trip here. They're going straight up and coming straight back down again. Maybe not. There's still a heck of a lot of microcline to get rid of. Back up to the surface he goes. And not a single boulder of it has arrived at the stockpile, though. Interesting. There's got to be a shitload of it in transit. In just a minute, they're going to be pouring out of that stairwell, wheelbarrows in hand, ready to dump their blue balls into my stockpiles. Come on, scoundrel. Come on. Enough with the spunky metaphors. The mechanic seems to be hauling arse around the place as well, which is good. He must be installing stuff. That's the dream. That's the hope. That's the desire. Or you have a microcline thief. That's true. Maybe we do. Maybe there's a kobold at the top of the stairs just yoinking it all every time that they try and get past. He's like, nope, having that, having that, having that. What did I come up here for? I was looking at the microcline. What did I need from this floor here in particular? Question mark. God damn it, I can't remember. I was going to do something, but it's completely escaped me. It's completely flown my mind. We should probably put some doors on the bedroom, shouldn't we? We've got those downstairs, and they've barely been used. Although we also need to get through all this smeltery stuff. Jesus Christ, there's so much for my dwarves to do. So much. Hello, Cupo. Kill everyone with magma. Such a tempting prospect. I mean, but let's not tempt fate. I mean, there's every possibility that will happen. Look at this here. We have a single width separating our workshops from the volcano. I mean, it would be so easy. Should they actually betray me? Should they decide to turn on me, turn coat, so to speak? I could easily just put a little hole here, flood, 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 everyone dies. Well, not everybody. Anybody who was above that area when I did it. Well, I could do it here though, couldn't I? Because there's still several Z levels of magma above. It's not going to run out of magma before it's flooded the whole fortress, is it? Then again, magma doesn't spread too far, does it? It doesn't quite have the force that water does. And even that doesn't have much force in terms of spreading, does it? Why are we making wooden cages? We could make copper cages. Did nobody think of this? We've got no fucking wood now. Oh, you fucking spam handlers. What's wrong with you? Now I can't even put beds in the bedrooms when I want to. God damn it. Well, we may as well put doors on them while we're here. BD. Please go into planning mode. And then if I come across here, and we'll start at the bottom. Tee-hee. Note, I said bottom. I'm going to come up here. Bish bash bosh. In go the doors. Closing off everybody's bedrooms. Very nice. Very private. Suitable for liaisons with the opposite sex. Or, you know, feel free to with the same sex. Why not? Why not? Let's keep spamming the doors into the gaps. Ah, did I make it? I did make it 2 walls between them. It's fine. Stop panicking, everybody. Calm down. Jesus Christ, you panic so much. There we go. We've got doors on, even if we don't have beds. Also, I could put chests in there, couldn't I? Or cabinets. Let's put cabinets in. Build. That's a chain. F for cabinet. There we go. And we can do planning mode with this as well. So, fantabulous. Let's put them all in the bottom left corner. There we go. Everybody gets a cabinet. Lovely furniture to put your stuff in. Whoa, yeah! Sorry. That's a piece that I'm going to be pitching to the IKEA Corporation as their new corporate anthem. I think I'm with a chance. I stand a good chance of becoming the new musical face, or I suppose just ears of IKEA. Not even the ears, more the mouth. More the mouth. Not even that, just the sort of the larynx. The larynx. Not capable of producing true words or any real communication, just capable of earthy, guttural grunts and noises. Kill me. That's my offering to IKEA for their marketing department. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe the art world has reached such a state of recursive avant-gardism that maybe they're not offering up anything even half as good. It's possible. It's possible. We're saving now. We have to wait. We have to wait. Pimp your lava. Nighty night, Telia. You sleep tight. Sweet dreams. We have to wait for this save to finish though. And then I note that I didn't actually put any cabinets in these 2 rooms for some inexplicable reason. Well done me. Congratulations. Short changing yourself. What a fool. Oh, goodness, it's nearly 2 AM and I need another drink. There's still some dregs of cold tea left in this mug, but I mean, they really are dregs. Cold fluid over a split tooth. It's not the ideal sensation. Certainly less pleasant than, say, I don't know, hot tea not going over a cracked tooth. No, I was at a loss there. I was struggling. We all knew it. We all knew it. Yes, but yeah. Basically, I'm going to do an instrument segment for IKEA. I wonder if they'll go for that. This is a flat pack IKEA Ubelgonk, and it goes honk, honk, honk. I don't think that's gonna fly. I think my influence on the world of advertising is going to be slim, even at its greatest point. I don't feel like there's going to be any advertising executives charging around desperately trying to get in contact with me in order to use the nonsense that I purvey here for marketing purposes. Someone's become a fisher dwarf. That's disappointing, considering I don't want them fishing. But hey, it could be worse. Turns out all that furniture was placed, it was just not flashing. It was in the off state of flashing, rather. Oh.
Zolak Scorpion Numbers has claimed the position of administrator of the factional band.
And that means... what? Presumably there's some sort of group in my fortress? Oh yeah, I was supposed to make a temple up here, wasn't I?
Ah, you fool.
Let's add a location. It's got to be a temple. And if I remember rightly, it was a doctrine, wasn't it? It was the doctrines of harvesting. There we go. Haha, the spicy temple. Oh, doing a little dance that represents spiciness. There you go. That's as good as my dancing gets. Okay, so put another zone in here. Very nice. That's it. And then we make it a meeting hall. Then we assign a location. We make it into a new location, a guild hall. And we make it for a metalsmith's hall. Well, they already have that. Metal crafter hall? Yep. Is there any way to see extant requests for guilds? Was it a metalworkers guild hall? I don't think it was it? Maybe it was a metalsmith's hall. We do have 10 workers and 10 members. Hello, Elm. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Do you know if there's any way to look for extant petitions that you've agreed to? I'm not sure if there is one. We'll make it a metalsmith's guild, the Diamond Gorge. We'll make it a metalsmith's guild for now, and then we'll figure out what it needed to be when I get told I was wrong. Okay. So, dining hall level seems to be working fine. It looks like we've got a lot of food. What is this all seeds? Bitter vetch leaf roast, bilberry roast, garlic bulb roast, caper leaf roast. It looks like we've got a lot of roasts here. A lot of fish as well, cave lobsters. Are these all going mouldy or what's the deal? Would it tell you if you're trying to add a new activity zone? No, it doesn't tell you which ones you've already agreed to set up. You have to remember those, I think. At that point, at least. There may be another method by which you can glean it, but I don't know. Is it L or L? That is one of the L's. I believe lowercase l, he says, pressing it on the wrong screen. Brings up the locations, but it doesn't tell us. So we've got the Scaly Sky, Grand Guild Hall, Farmer Guild Hall, Craftsdwarf Guild Hall, Stoneworkers Guild Hall. Right, we've got to restrict that. Change the restriction. They've all got to be citizens only. Palace of Barricades is our library, full of sexy books. The Blockaded Onion is a tavern, citizens and long-term residents only. Good. It's got no rented rooms. We can do those on the surface though. We'll move them closer when it comes time to it. It's got a big old dance floor. That's good. Spicy Temple. There we go. Doctrines of Harvesting. We wanted that. Currently it's a shrine. It'll be better when it's got more in it. It needs more boxes and bags apparently, and instruments. Oh, fair enough. And then the Diamond Gorge that we've just made is the Metalsmiths Guild. So apparently that was the one we needed. By process of deduction, we can figure out that this is the thing. It's only worth 942. It really does need a bit of tarting up. Oh, it needs engraving. That's why they've just been smoothed. Ah, well in that case, DS. Let's make this, actually let's make the level 7 engraving orders for the temple, which should put the level up pretty high. And then level 6. Why did that not work? Let's try again. There we go. Okay, let's try it in designation level 6 over here. Why is it because it's already engraved, maybe? Have these walls already been detailed? No, it's just smooth. Interesting. So let's try again. DE, engraved stone. Priority 6. Huh? Oh, I must have been. I was smoothing, wasn't I? I must have been smoothing. Okay, that's fine. And then this one at priority 7. Bang, done. The value of these rooms is going to skyrocket. We also need to put doors on. You only needed to blow the bloody doors on. There we go. One there, one there. Can they go in here? They can. Okay. Over there. Then put some double doors on this bad boy, and then your guild hall is complete.
Your journey to the guild hall has been completed.
Excuse me. It started off Emperor, ended up being very Davros. We're low on yarn stock, or yarn socks. Interesting. I'm surprised. I thought we would have been well up on yarn socks, but apparently not. Apparently my textiles industry just cannot cope. At least the number of microcline boulders is reducing. That's good. We do need to make some fairly high priority digging orders happen here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to double that up. Yeah. And then leave that as is for now. Dig that up, then dig out the bits in between. Then we can link everything, build a drawbridge over the top, link it all up to that. It's going to be great. It's going to be fucking brilliant. Don't you worry. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. If you want to add one of those on a throne or table, I thought I gave the option to choose potential guilds. It does, but you have to know which one petitioned for the guild hall, because you can have people listed in the different guilds that haven't actually requested for a guild hall, which is annoying, but that's just the way it is. That's the way it is. He says, dancing like the dad he is. Very daddish. Very daddish dancing. Oh god, I can't watch this microcline forever. I don't feel like we're actually going to get this whole thing finished this session, but we'll get there. We will eventually get there. Don't you worry. My magma dousing mechanism will be 100% operational and dousing magma left, right and centre. Willy-nilly, if you will. Or even if you won't. Won't-y, non'ty. Not sure that's actually a thing, but hey, whatever. I'll fight you over it. Anything going on here? How are our stocks going? Oh shit, look at this. They've got bins in the sodding weapon area. Do I want these bins here? Wow. Serrated green glass discs and spiked copper balls. I do not believe these were items I requested in this stockpile. Maybe we could take a little look at the details. The deets. So weapons, no trap components. I specifically said no trap components. So that's a big fuck no. It's only supposed to be taking silver maces. Yet somehow they have decided that what we need is some of this bullshit. Some spiked balls and spinning green glass discs. See, those are silver maces. That's good. What's in here? Nothing in that bin. That's fine. Okay, so it's just this one. There's a silver warhammer in there as well. That's not what we want. That's not what we're supposed to be having here. You crazy fools. Are my dwarves actually getting better as they train? I'm not sure. I hope they are. I think we might... These barracks here are paltry affairs. Maybe we should make super barracks. Like really fancy, well-appointed ones. Give our miners something to do that isn't... Oh, mind you. We want those holes dug downstairs, don't we? If they don't get done... Ugh, pain in the arse. Sure, it's taking a while for the microcline to get all hauled away, but it's not going to take forever, is it? Eventually that will be done. And look at this. There's a lot of microcline ready to be dumped here. A lot of microcline. And we have already got a stockpile for it, haven't we? So, what I'll do is I'll say I. Garbage dump? Yeah. Activio. And then we decide that we want to DBD dump this microcline, thus clearing more spaces for microcline. Not that we need them. Not that we need them. It's not like it's filling this place up too quickly, is it? Then we got the cinnabar to deal with, and then this rhyolite. I'm pretty sure we've got all the cinnabar in the fortress up here. Because, I mean, they've been able to haul cinnabar for a while, and once the autoclave was gone, it should have swollen its cinnabar portions a bit if there was any laying around, which clearly there wasn't. Oh, heavens above. Stretchy, stretchy. We've got about an hour to go. So maybe we'll be able to get stuff done. Maybe we'll get our first drawbridge installed. But I'm not holding my breath for it. That feels like it's probably a foolish thing to do. Holding my breath is going to kill me. Okay, they are hauling microcline though. That cannot be denied. The microcline is flying. I mean, not literally, obviously. Microcline can't fly. Or maybe it can on an aeroplane. Maybe it can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 more lumps of microcline in this room. And then we need to start looking to getting the granite hauled again. God damn it. Damn it, granite. I love you. But I swam it. Granite. That's the song I would sing to granite worktops if I had them. But I don't, so I don't. Freak. Weirdo. What are we looking at here? Hello, Zip. Oh, Zip, check the wiki. Microcline can't fly. Good. Good. Well, I am not a madman. Well, I mean, no one will be diagnosing my madness based off of that little outburst. Saying I am not a madman may be going a little bit too far. It may be taking things just that shade overboard. By the way, welcome back, Zip. Thanks for joining us again. Or should I say, Zip? That would probably be more accurate. 3 Zs requires a level of sustain, I think. Can't just go zip, zip, or zip. That wouldn't work. If lots of I's, certainly. That would be a perfect excuse for a big old in the middle of your name, but no. It's definitely zip. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm misinterpreting how you intended your name to be pronounced. Maybe every time I said that you winced and went, "No, you fool! That's not right!" And you add my name to the list of people that you must kill on your bucket list. That's gone a bit weird, isn't it? Suddenly I've turned you into some kind of psychotic assassin. Well, let's hope that's a wrong. A wrong? Let's hope that's wrong. Dear oh dear. Oh, come on, dwarves. What is it with this little bit down here? Is it that far away? Is it that far from the rest of the fortress that you can't come down here and dig? Because there are people coming down and collecting microcline boulders. So all of your protestations that it's too far to come for digging seem hollow, really. Oh my god, he's not even coming for microcline, he's coming for ores. Very exciting. Said it very satisfactorial. There's an F missing somewhere there. Satisfactorially. Satisfactorio? Oh, my brain's falling apart now. Satisfactorily. Sure, sure. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate your expressions of satisfaction. Arse candles? I thought arse candles died. Maybe it was in one of our little time warps. Maybe it was in one of those undone moments caused by a crash. That won't be happening this stream, of course, because we have had a natural save. No need for a quick save. Just the natural passage of time triggered a little savey wavy from the dwarvy warvies.
Nice. Come on. Move that microcline. I want it out of here. Take it up the stairs. Put it in my stockpiles and then we'll make stuff with it. It's gonna be blue. Like knockoff adamantine.
Don't know why I've suddenly decided that language. Accent. Oh, I do. It's because I watched Catterick recently, and it's the voice Vic Reeves does for
The American Eagle.
his little detective character. Ah, chuckle, chuckle. Still no miners. Still no miners. Have I put up any other mining jobs that could be distracting them? Are there any lower hanging fruit work-wise? Any juicy baubles dangling, easily plucked from the bauble tree of labour? Okay, that one went a bit pedestrian. Let's just scratch that one from the record. No more mention of the juicy baubles of the dangling labour tree. Thank you very much. Come on, guys. This fortress needs to be put into ship-shape order, and it's just not happening. This guy doesn't look happy. Red downward arrows, generally a bad sign. Well, all downward arrows are usually a bad sign, actually. Too many people sleeping in these bloody dormitories. Although it doesn't seem to be affecting happiness in the fortress. Look. We're still on 108 neutral people, 1 happy, and only 3 getting a little bit sad. It's good. Oh!
Hello. It looks like we've got visitors.
Let's quickly check to see all the goblins have gone. Yeah, only the caged goblins remain. Nice. So, the siege has broken.
Sieging has broken like the first siege.
So we click here, add pull now. Let's open the gates and allow the flood of commerce to wash over our fortress. Sploosh. The old splish splosh of markets. Sorry, my mind appears to be turning into a sponge. Maybe I should take that break. Although we are now only 50 minutes away from the end of the stream, so that might be a little bit gratuitous. Well, maybe not. Maybe everyone needs to go for a snack and a drink. And then we can do the last half hour of the stream at a run. That might be fun, mightn't it? Head down, knees pumping. I was desperately reaching for a rhyme for the word pumping that didn't take us to an incredibly bad place. Unfortunately, that's not how my mind works. Therefore, nothing shall be plucked from it, and I shall remain silent on the matter forevermore. There we go, let's dump that microcline. Get it in that stockpile. It looks like we're very nearly done with hauling it, though. I get the feeling that after this next wave of unloadings, we might have seen the last of the dreaded blue balls. Good. Very nice. Got a clear space for other materials that need gathering. Oh, come on, guys. Empty out my little stockpile, would you? Clear it up. Ah, yes. Now, all the microcline in the fortress appears to have been gathered, and I think now we need to shift to granite. Unfortunately, there is a lot of granite down here, which is going to confuse matters, but I'm hoping they will collect higher altitude granite first, and then move on to the lower depths. But we'll see. We shall see. So, up to the surface, we must go E-I-E-I-E-I-O, down to the craft dwarves. Here we go. And then do I just switch this over to granite? Or do I try and deal with the rhyolite situation? No, rhyolite can go fuck itself for now. We're going to make this a granite stockpile. S, stone, other stone. We need to find granite. Yeah, microcline, sure, whatever. Cinnabar. Come on, granite. There it is. That's graphite. Sorry. Nearly put graphite in here. Granite. There we go. Good stuff. Bring that up. Is all of the microcline designated for dumping? Not quite. Not quite, but almost. Should get dumped fairly straightforwardly. Once they've brought all the granite up, so on and so forth, things are going to get very exciting. We can really start working on that little area. And again, still no action from the miners down there. Why is that? Why do you choose to ignore my diggy commands? What's the deal with this? What are you up to? What's your game? What's your plan? What's the ideal outcome in this little scenario? Yeah? Let's try and lure him down here with some vanilla digging. No channeling, just digging out bits. It'll be fine. My miners could be occupied hauling stone. Possibly? Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, well, I am sure of this. I'm just going to quickly pop and get myself another drink. I'll be back in but a moment. Bear with me. I'm back again. Oh, hello, what's this? We've been taken over across the map. Someone's begun a mysterious construction. Well, is that the same guy from ages ago? Holy shit, we could have easily had them lose their marbles. What are they waiting for? I bet it was wood. Oh, Christ. I bet there was a wooden bottleneck. I'm almost certain of it. Right, they can begin their construction. That's fine. Need to move that out of the way so it's not blocking the monitor. And then, where do we go next? Check our wood stockpiles. Since you've opened the gate and I changed the auto chop thing, maybe that's working in our favour? No. And I am noticing a lot of tatty clothing laying around. This is kind of annoying, but it does mean we get a chance to go around and sort of like just designate it all for dumping at some point, which is nice. We want that. Something has collapsed on the surface. Was it a tree? Shit, what was that? It was a tree, wasn't it? Somebody died! Holy shit! That's fucked up. Chopping one tree down and everything fell on top of him. Fucking hell. Well, just goes to show wood mustn't be fucked with. Let's get back to working with stone. Once the microcline's been dumped, I can turn the dumping off while they're collecting the granite, and we can do some smushing here. I'll put some dump orders in as well. So a lot of this clothing's not getting picked up for some reason. It's alright though. It's alright though. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. Have they hauled all the microcline into stockpiles? No! Of course they haven't. Why would they have done what you wanted, scoundrel? This is not the ethos of Dwarf Fortress. It's not here to bend to your every whim, to give against the pressing of your will. It is here to offer stout resistance, to make the world a little bit more difficult for you. No, I don't think that's the case. I don't think Dwarf Fortress exists to make the world more difficult. Certainly, I mean, that's entirely unnecessary, right? Entirely superfluous to need right now. Planning mode. Do I have to double click? I do have to double click with planning mode. But hey ho, never mind. That's fine. There we go. Only got 1 or 2 idlers, so everybody's being employed at the moment. That's good. Everybody's in action. Everyone's moving with intent. Well, not a tent, obviously. Stone hallways, mainly. There's a lot of vomit in the corridor outside the dining hall. Don't like that. I don't like that. That better be from surface action. Oh shit, yeah, the traders. Holy crap, I completely forgot about them. Let's send our trader up to the depot. And hopefully everything of interest will be hauled in there, right? Let's go and look at all our other stockpiles and see if any of them need to be designated for a bit of dumpology. Or tradeology? Traderino? Traderoony? Weapon stockpiles? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. I think everything will be fine if we don't designate any more stuff for trading. Back up we go. Has our trader made it? No. Oh, it is his current job though. He is on his way up there. So that much we can say for sure. Does anybody see him? I don't see him. I do see a miner buggering around on the surface. Could be going deep down, couldn't you? You could be heading down into the deep mines and doing some mining. But instead, for some reason, you choose to bugger about up top.
Kogan Olon Lektad, the planter, has created Nosimkez, a deer leather cape. She claims it as a family heirloom.
Interesting. Let's take a little look at that a bit closer.
The Kind Scratch, a deer leather cape.
Worth 46 grand, not peanuts.
This is a deer leather cape. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular calcite cabochons and cushioned serpentine cabochons, decorated with apricot wood and encircled with bands of deer leather, silver, and rectangular schist cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of green glass and menaces with spikes of violet spessartine.
Nice. Fancy cape. Very fancy. I like it. I would like to put it on, maybe, one of our military leaders in the future, if it doesn't accidentally get burned or destroyed or sold. That's the dream. That's the hope I cling to. That is the fading light on the horizon that represents my hope. Sorry, getting a little bit flowery there. Excuse me. Have they dug all that shit out downstairs? No. Not even touched it. Probably not even looked at it, to be honest. The granite does appear to be dissipating, though, so that's nice. I do love a bit of granite dissipation. Which sounds like an album title, doesn't it? But what band would release an album called Granite Dissipation? Something, I don't know, maybe geological constipation? I don't know. I feel like that's not an ideal band name. That feels like it's gone off the rails somewhere. AC/DC, I suppose. I mean, it does have a certain ring of the aqueduct around it, doesn't it? It does have a certain something. Okay, so still nothing exciting happening down here apart from the occasional wheelbarrow coming to haul away a boulder of granite, which is not the most exciting thing in the world. I'm guessing that my miners are occupied doing other shit at the moment, but God knows what it is. I know one of them's a decent armour maker, so that might be it, but we'll have to see. So, what have they got here? Well, they've brought clay, so we'll buy all their clay because our little stockpile was running low. What's this? A grown Sagaro Rib Kuthabe. So we have the Kuthabe, the Ifi, the Wamo, the Oba, the Fakiki, the Melema, the Lache, and I think that's everything. They've brought quite the selection though. Ooh la la. Zutalor, we have some expensive Obas here. Is anybody new who's not seen the musical instruments before in Dwarf Fortress? Is anybody unfamiliar with the channel here, unprepared for what is about to happen? Because normally it doesn't happen this close to the end of the stream. Normally this happens much earlier, but I think we've got some new people, so maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll give it a go. We will attempt to at least imitate some of these musical instruments. First of all, we're going to do the kuthabe. How many kuthabes have they brought? One here, and one there. I'm seeing 3 kuthabes, 170, and these are barely worth talking about, 80 and 90. Cheap knockoff kuthabes. Not the kind of thing you would want to bring to a lavish musical production. Let's take a look.
This is a well-crafted, grown saguaro rib kuthabe. The body is made from saguaro ribwood. The strings are made from pigtail. On the item is a well-designed image of 5 mango trees in bayberry wood.
It's not the most exciting thing, but whatever.
The kuthabe is a huge stationary cloth-stringed instrument with a wooden body. The instrument rests flat as the musician plucks the 11 strings. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range, going from an extremely low to a mid-low pitch. The instrument has a delicate, even, pure, piercing timbre.
Okay. So it's an 11-stringed dobro, essentially. Going from extremely low to mid-low pitch. Delicate, even, pure, and piercing. I don't think I'm going to be able to sustain beautiful low notes without the aid of my trusty pitch shifter. So, what shall I attempt as a piece of music on this instrument? Maybe just an improvised piece. Are we ready? I'm going to make a nice medium mix of dry and wet, and we're going to see how it sounds when I go boom, 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 boom. There we go. That's my attempt at mimicking the kuthabe. Not the most amazing offering that I've ever given, but we've got some 39 grand instruments coming up. We need to save something. Got to have some fuel in the tank, so to speak. Let's take a look at the Iffy. This one's worth 130. I'm not seeing... Oh, there is a maple Iffy as well, but it's not worth anywhere near as much money. Let's look at this one. Excuse me.
This is a well-crafted, grown willow Iffy. The blowpipe is made from plumwood. The wind chest is made from willow. The pipe is made from maple. The Iffy is a mid-sized, hand-held wooden wind instrument consisting of a central wind chest and 13 cylindrical wooden pipes with flared bells, fitted with free reeds. The musician selects the pitch by stopping holes. The instrument has a 3-octave range going from a low to a mid-high pitch. The instrument has a steady, wobbling, fragile timbre.
Okay, so a wind chest with 13 cylindrical wooden pipes. I think we've dubbed these previously as box pipes. This world has... Oh, did my camera go wonky? It did go very wonky. What happened there? Bloody hell. Didn't even notice that. Where was I? Yeah, box pipes. There are a variety of box pipes available in this Dwarf Fortress world. But this, of course, is the Iffy. So it's made from a wooden chest with 13 cylindrical pipes. It is steady, wobbling, and fragile from low to mid-high pitch. So... What does it sound like? Steady and wobbling don't seem to go together. Mind you, steady and fragile feel a little bit weird. Wobbling and fragile, not so much. They make sense. They have a certain Humpty Dumpty-esque connection to them. So, box pipes. Blow on the pipe, goes into the box, comes out the other pipes. There we go. A Little attempt at the birdie song there. Got a bit out of hand towards the end, but I feel like I quietened the party down just in time. So the next thing we've got on the list is the whammo. We have two whammos on offer. One is worth 120 and the other 200, so we will go with the more valuable of the two.
This is a well-crafted, grown pine whammo. The body is made from pine. The strings are made from forgotten beast silk. The bow is made from plum wood. On the item is a well-designed image of rhubarbs in ginkgo wood. On the item is an image of a desert lime tree in persimmon wood. On the item is an image of chestnuts in maple. The whammo is a large hand-held silk-stringed instrument with a wooden body. The instrument rests flat as the musician plays the 6 strings with a wooden bow. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range, going from a very low to a mid-high pitch. Excuse me.
There we go.
The instrument has a steady, slicing timbre.
So, 3.5 octave range going from a very low to a mid-high. It's played with a bow going across silk strings. Okay, got a little bit jazzy towards the end there. Not entirely sure what I was hoping to achieve, but I did my best. The next thing we need to look at is the oboe. Now, we have a green brute silk oboe, which is worth only 180, but we have 2 fine examples of a clear blue cloth oboe and an undulating cloth oboe. I think, even though they're worth the same value, I'm going to take a look at the undulating cloth oboe. It sounds more interesting.
This is a well-crafted, grown, undulating cloth oboe. It is made from undulating cloth. The bellows is made from forgotten beast silk. The bag is made from undulating cloth. The melody pipe is made from persimmon wood. The drone pipes are made from sandpear wood. The oboe is a mid-sized, hand-held wind instrument through which constant airflow is maintained by the use of a silk bag, itself supplied by a silk bellows. The musician selects the pitch by stopping holes in the wooden melody pipe attached to the bag. The melody pipe is a conical bore tube. 2 wooden drone pipes provide constant accompaniment. The instrument has a 3-octave range going from a low to a mid-high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a sharp, quavering timbre. It has 2 registers. The low register has a nasal, wispy timbre, and the high register begins at mid-low pitch and has a raucous timbre.
Okay, so the 2 registers, the low register, nasal and wispy. Yet, at all registers, it is sharp and quavering. Okay, so bellows operated bagpipe. That's what I'm thinking here. It's bagpipes operated with bellows, which is fine. That's all good. It's not a box pipe. It's not quite the same, but it's similar. Nasal and wispy.
It's gotta have some nasalness. Gonna come through the nose.
But that's not wispy. That's not wispy. That's honking. That's nasal honking. We need something a bit more. But it's got to be lower. It's got to be lower. Bit boring, really, considering how much we're paying for it.
The high register begins at mid-low pitch and has a raucous timbre.
So sharp and quavering, and also raucous. I mean, it's not the finest piece of music we've ever had played on an oboe, but it's the finest we're getting tonight. What else have we got? So we've looked at the Catharbo, we've looked at the Iffy, we've looked at the Whammo, we've looked at the Oba, and I think that might be everything. No, there's still the Malema and the Lache. Okay, let's check out the Malema. This one's worth 50. I think we've only brought one. I don't think there are any other Mileme to look at. So,
This is a grown walnut wood Malema. The Malema is a small, handheld, curved wooden horn. The musician blows into the instrument and selects pitch by restricting airflow out of the bell. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range, going from a middle to an extremely high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a smooth, focused timbre. It has 2 registers. The low register has a full, strained, even timbre.
that was worth doing.
The low register has a full, strained, even timbre. The high register begins at high pitch and has a light, brittle, pure, piercing timbre.
I'm putting my hand into the bell end, if you will, of the horn. I'm going to wake my kids up if I keep doing this. This is why I don't try to do this earlier in the stream rather than later. Oh my God, it's 2:30 in the morning. So there we go. That's the Malema. The Malema, a beautiful musical instrument, but not as exciting as the Lache. Should we check out the Lache? We've got an 80 or 130. I think we'll go with the 130. 130. There we go.
This is a well-crafted, grown persimmon wood lache. The blowpipe is made from ash. The wind chest is made from persimmon wood. The pipe is made from hazelwood. The lache is a mid-sized handheld wooden wind instrument consisting of a central wind chest and 14 cylindrical wooden pipes, fitted with free reeds. The musician selects the pitch by stopping holes. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range, going from a mid-low to a high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a vibrating timbre. It has 2 registers. The low register has a brittle, piercing, strident timbre. The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a raspy timbre. So low is brittle, piercing, and strident, except also vibrating. Okay. So it's another box pipe, essentially. Brittle, piercing, strident. Put a bit of pitch shifter on. There we go. The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a raspy timbre. Okay. Not the best. But then again, which of these musical instruments has ever been the best? Have any of them even hit the threshold for good? I'm not sure. Let's reintroduce Mr. Swerwer into our lives, and do we buy all of these instruments? Do we make a big power move? Do we Pablo Escobar this shit? Because some of these are worth an absolute fucking fortune. Those Obers are expensive. Can we manage 79 grand? Well, one bin of spiked copper balls and green glass discs is worth 59, so chances are, yes, we fucking can. So I'm looking at toy boats, not very exciting. Donkey in a cage, fox in a cage, giant louse in a cage, dingoes, hedgehogs, beavers, jaguars on the other hand are going to be welcome here. I could buy an adder. I'm going to buy an adder. I can't remember if we can train wolverines. Still have a faint hankering in my heart for dropping venomous snakes on our enemies, so maybe the adder will be a good addition to our animal menagerie. Barrels, not so exciting there. Bows and swords, robes, cloaks, shoes, bucklers, headscarves, hoods,
gloves and mittens, gauntlets, chests, scepters, arrows. Boring. They're boring. Let's buy a shitload of nuts, because they appear to have brought plenty. We can turn most of those into booze, I'm sure. A little bit of nut booze goes a long way. We've got peaches, bayberries, apples. I would like to try peach wine again. Haven't had it in ages. But I'm sure one day it'll come across my path again. Trousers, skirts, crutches, splints, whammo strings, tube agate pedestals. Once again, the illiterate elves fail to bring a single book. No codices, no scrolls, just a load of old stuff. Nothing too exciting. Now, I've got to be careful not to put any wooden bins in the trade pile, but beyond that, I don't think we're going to have too much problem meeting their requirements. They're still losing 65 grand, but we'll get there. We shall get there, don't panic everybody. As soon as I slam my balls on the table, everybody knows that business is about to take place. They've seen my spiky copper balls, they've seen my serrated green glass discs, and they know their value. They know that the second they're on the table, the wheels of commerce are spinning so fast that we're in danger of having them fall off the wagon. Let's get rid of that first. Let's go and find the mechanisms, because we do want to prompt some mechanism creation. Also, need to get some of these shitty clothes into the trade bin and sent out of the fortress, because frankly, they're not going to be much use to us. They're just going to be cluttering the place up and causing a bother. Okay, so now they've made 4 grand profit. I'm going to nudge it up a touch. I'm going to sweeten the pot, and I'm going to add a little bit of serrated green glass diskery. 17 grand profit. If they turn this down, then I shall slap them in the face. He's pleased. He's pleased with the trading. Now that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Now, I'm hoping they will haul all the stuff we've just bought out of there and bring it to the appropriate stockpiles. But, well, let's just say that they've not been the greatest at that in the past. They've not been the greatest. They've taken a bit of time. They've fannied around. They've dilly-dallied. Dare I say, shilly-shallied. And what have we gained for it? Nothing. Nothing from their filly-fally shilly-shallying. Their tom-noddy tomfoolery. You can tell it's getting late, can't you? The alliteration's coming out. We've only got 20 minutes to go before I start calling time, so I do need to think about who I'm going to be raiding at the end of this session. Let's see who's also streaming Dwarf Fortress, shall we? Shall we gaze onto the Twitch app and take a little peeky poo at the category we currently reside in? There are 86 people watching, so presumably one of the big boys is on. Oh, it's Blue Zest TV. Ah, maybe we'll raid Blue Zest. He is playing a bit of DF. There's me with my cozy little 16 viewers. Who we got here? Niridon. We've also got To Be Determined. And Pythania. My god, she was going before I started, so bloody hell, she must be knackered. She's also drawing. Looks interesting. Very interesting. Nighty night, Righteous. You go to sleep. You have a little snoozy woos. Close your eyes. Go to sleep. Have a dream. Please don't wet the bed. There we go. That's a little night-night song for you, just to give you that final push off into the land of Nod. It's just to give you that little bit of help pulling up your snoozy bootstraps and getting your sleep-based enterprise off the rocks. Anyway, where are we? So we got all this stuff going nicely. We've got most of the granite hauled out of there now. It'd be nice if a little bit more was pulled out, but that's going to have to do for now. There's also a shitload of silver nuggets and bismuthintite lying on the floor, which I would like to have removed before we start flooding stuff. That said, I mean, the rate at which they're digging the floor out here is pretty slow. I think we can see that the number of fucks given by our resident dwarves is close to 0, right? If I go to Dwarf Therapist, maybe I can figure out what's stopping our miners. bone carving and farming don't sound like they're sensible reasons to not be doing any of this shit. What you playing at, fools? Oh, some of the miners might have died. Okay, this is starting to make more sense. Now we appear to have 3 active miners rather than the 5 I had a minute ago. Aha. Okay, so there have been deaths. That makes things a bit more obvious. Let me just quickly see if we've got any peasants in the fortress that I can turn to mining. 1. A single peasant. Holy cow. A lot of administrators knocking around. Don't know if I want them thinking that they're administrators when they could easily become miners. Professional wood burners. No, mate. Both of you, you're going to end up being miners. Commit. There we go. Ideally not miners who'll be digging the adamantine, though. Ideally you'll come and do some of this stuff and level up first.
Well, that would be the dream outcome, if you don't mind me saying so.
Excuse my sniffles there. Okay. Still, nobody wants to do the digging. They're really not interested in channeling whatsoever. They feel it's entirely superfluous to need. That's okay, though. That's okay. It'll be fine. It'll get done eventually. Someone will come down here and they will actually do some shit and we'll all gasp and be left both agog and agape. Look at this corridor. It's almost knee-deep in vomit now. The little fellas don't know what to do. They look at the sun up on the surface and they're just emptying their guts out everywhere. At least the food zone's relatively vomit-free. I say relatively, there is a bit of vomit here behind this doorway, but hey-ho, that's dwarves for you. That's Dwarf Fortress. Vomit on the hallway. Dwarf Fortress at its core. Oh, I made some earthenware earrings I've noticed down the bottom there. It's very exciting. They're taking a long time to haul through this shit, aren't they? Maybe I should just make a special push to smelt all of the materials we've got here. Get rid of all this gold and galena. This is smelting the gold ore, that's fine. Adamantine orders, metal objects, that's fine. We'll leave it. They're obviously doing smelting. All 6 workshops appear to be in active order, so... well. Just have to wait for it to get through. It's fine. It shouldn't take too long. It shouldn't take too long. There's not that much ore dangling around in the fortress for them to fuck with, so it should be fine. I wonder if what's the microcline / granite situation looking like? It appears that we have 3 pieces of for fuck's sake. 3 pieces of microcline left to be dumped. Only 2 actually. That one was already in someone's hands on its way to the dump. How exciting. How exciting. I mean, much as I would like to do a Cinnabar in the same stockpile, I feel like I've gone too far with the segregation now to go back on it. I should be allowing my dwarves to keep their stones nicely separated so we can eventually have the stuff we want made out of the stuff we want it to be made out of. It'd be good. Granite. Where do we put our granite stockpile? I'm reckoning we'll put it next to the microcline or next to the orthoclase. Although I'm not liking the fact that there's a big honking lump of grey-brown stone in that stockpile. Where is... Wait. 1 piece of obsidian? Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. Ruins the look for 1 piece of obsidian. Not cool, dude. Not cool at all. Still. Once that last piece of microcline's been hoofed, we can get on with the granite, and then, hooray hurrah, dumps galore. He says, not even making sense anymore. Not even cleaving to that small degree of coherency that was there. Just letting it all go nuts. It's good. Have they dug any of those channels yet? No. Once again, I look to the game for reassurance, only to find its middle finger resolutely skyward, and about an inch from my face as it goes, "I thought I'd come down here and check on you. What you got to do that for?" Why would you do that, Dwarf Fortress? Why would you cruelly mock me so? Repeating my own words and throwing them back in my face. You bastard. You bloody bastard. How dare you? There's only a few more boulders of granite left to be taken up. Hopefully the ores will also be shifted. Man, there's so much going on at once. That's the problem here. I'm trying to do too many things. Although, having said that, one of the things we are not doing is getting this vomit sorted. It's just thick on the floors. It's everywhere. I mean, sure, it hides the transition between green glass pathway outside and vomit-strewn corridor, but was that a distinction I wanted to be obfuscated? Is that something that I really wanted to be hidden from view? Not really. Never really. Ah, dear. Come on. Come on. I feel like I'm a stockpile nurse. I'm just sort of nursing the movement of stones around my fortress. Not really taking in any grand plans or producing any wild ideas. Producing a ton of vomit though. Look, it's even down here now. I bet the place smells lovely. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. They're making a bit of headway in the smelting business though. Look, there's a lot of floor showing through this stockpile, so they are actually getting it done. Steel's going into this separate stockpile, that's nice. Lead, we've got a lot of lead. That's always one that lasts for a long time, isn't it? You end up with tons of lead knocking around. But that's fine. Lead, use it for decoration. We'll get all our drinking glasses. We'll make them out of leaded glass. Stained glass cups with leading. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to kill everybody, make all their hair fall out, but it will be a beautiful little set of crafts. Ah, come on. Come on, everybody. Let's get this fortress just into shipshape. Just cleaning out these last few boulders would be nice. Oh, look, nice. Nice cobaltite, mica and brimstone. Oh, and a bit of schist. And hornblende. Ah, there's something we haven't seen for a while. Old hornblende. Ah, sounds like an erectile dysfunction cure from a Chinese medicine shop, doesn't it? Would you care to try some hornblende, sir? It's made of only the finest horns, blended together. Ooh, very sexy. You'll remain rigid as a nailing spike. A nailing spike? That's not what they're called. Nails. Nails is what they're called. Very strange phrasing. Very strange indeed. What's the stone down here? Is this rhyolite? Yeah, it is. That's going to take a hell of a lot of time to knock out. Railguard, not so much. That'll be gone pretty quickly. But the rhyolite, that's going to just hang around for ages. Like a stinky fart. Maybe I should put chests in here as well as all the cabinets. They are taking their time with the cabinets though. That's a bit of a pain. Still, the wood stockpile's building up, isn't it? It's nice. I should probably try dumping some of this clothing that's laying around though, because it is fucking winding me up. So much tatty old clothing just laying on the floor. There we go. Dump it, sell it, smash it, whatever. I don't care anymore. I am unmoved by your clothing on the floor plight. Okay. Seeing lots of mechanisms being hauled around. Not sure what that's in aid of. All the cage traps appear to have been done, although maybe not. Can't be. Maybe they're being sold? Maybe they're for trade? Then again, why wouldn't they be in the trade depot? Surely that's where they should be. No, though, look, he's just yoinked that orthoclase mechanism straight up there, hasn't he? Are the elves unable to carry what they've bought? Idiots. Stupid, pointy-eared gits. What are they playing at? Sitting there going, oh, we don't cut trees down. We grow wood into the shape of the thing we want.
and then the tree grants us access to its body. Ah. Shut up. Shut up, you pointy-eared bastards. Unless, of course, the noises you want to make are the sounds of choking and life fleeing your body. Then feel free. Pipe up. Let us all have a little merry jig to the sound of your passing. Disgusting creatures. Anyway, let's watch as they turn more ore into bars. How exciting. I should probably ask them to start making more bins. However, I think for some reason the number of bins we've made has been bottlenecked by the supply of wood, even though I've said don't make wooden bins, make copper ones. Bit annoying. I should probably bang some beds in now that we've got wood as well, thinking about it. That makes a lot of sense. Screw putting in the cabinets, it's time for beds. Build bed, planning mode on. I'll place them with the mouse, just going to pop them there, there. Lovely. Put one there, one here, put one in. No, don't do that. Yeah, do that. That's fine. Apparently you only have to click once. I thought I had to double click with the mouse, but beds seem to be going in. That's fine. One there, one there. Here we go. This will prompt the creation of more beds, but that's fine. That's fine. We've got access to the wood now. Now that I've decided not to leave the fruit trees, we should have plenty of the stuff knocking around. They can just go up and chop the nearest tree down. It'll be fine. No need to panic. No need to worry. Here we go. God, I've only got 6 minutes. 6 minutes to 3. Where does the time go when you're playing Dwarf Fortress? It just chews it up. Spits it out. Oh, look how close we are. So much granite gone. Yet not a single dwarf has dug anything. This is weird. I'm going back into Dwarf Therapist and I'm going to see if I can prompt some digging to take place. Let's read the dwarves. We currently have 114 adults and 1 child with 0 vulnerable babies. Bit disappointing. It would be nice to have a few babies running around the fortress, but it doesn't really seem to be on the cards at the moment. The fortress seems pretty infertile as it goes. How many fucking carpenters have we got in this fortress? Excuse me? Right, you and you are clearly not as good as the rest of them. But even this guy, your 11 is no good. You're going to be a miner instead. There we go. We had a few too many carpenters swanning around the place. But now we've switched them to mining, I'm going to have to level them up, which is slightly annoying. We don't want low-level miners digging the adamantine. We want purely the good lads. Purely the good ones. Although it doesn't seem to have had any effect on the amount of people doing any actual digging. Could they possibly, potentially, somehow have run out of picks? Is that possible? Surely not. Surely fucking not. Let's go up to the surface. Have we got any... Oh, hello. That was... Oh, migrants have arrived. What a surprise. We'll check them out in a minute because I feel more pressing business is to deal with the stuff I was just looking at down there. What was I looking at down there? Can't have been that pressing, right? Miners. Why haven't we got miners? Why are they choosing anything but mining as their job du jour? Can I prompt them to mine over here? What if I say, just dig out this soil? Just this bit of soil. Don't worry about anything else. Just dig that out. Or what will happen if I do that? It's completely unnecessary, but it will level them up quicker than digging stone, I believe. There we go. Maybe I should make that priority 1 so they actually do it. Bit of level up digging. A pick quest, if you will. There we go. You going to pick any of these jobs up, or are you all going to just say, "No, I'm not interested, mate.
It's not what I'm up for. It's not my kind of thing, sir. Okay, that was it. I was going to make picks, wasn't I? Oh, they're actually taking these jobs up. Look, they're actually doing the digging here. But they're not interested in doing any channeling downstairs. Intriguing. I'm going to bring this back to level 4. Alright? Level 4, order.
4 and order.
There we go. Go all over that. Do that. Let's cut that. There we go. So now it's priority 4. Let's see if they keep it up once they've dug that first row out. And then maybe once they've dug something out, it will kick them into going to do the channeling downstairs. Maybe. Oh, somebody has picked up one of those jobs as a thing to do. So maybe it just needed some other jobs to kick them into action? Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. A bit of a mystery, that. But still, I reckon we'll figure it out sooner rather than later, right? I mean, this fortress is... it's developing. It's developing. Once we've got that sweet adamantine out and I've made the full military get-up, I'm hoping we'll be able to get some sweet military conquests under our belt. But for now, there's no real way of prompting it. Oh, these guys decided they're not leaving. Oh, I bet they have. If you glitched out, get the hell out of here, elven traders. We don't need your sort cluttering the place up. It did say they were leaving, didn't it? And they just haven't. Very awkward. Very awkward indeed. So, what do we need to remember for next time? We've hauled most of the granite up from downstairs. That's very good. I'm going to turn off the other dump piles, because I can. No. Right. Turn off the microcline dumping pile. And now we need a granite one. We already have a granite one. I think this one's granite, isn't it? It better be, otherwise it's got a bit too much granite in for that kind of carry-on. So I say I, go over that stockpile, activate it, press escape, D, B, D, and then we do some lovely dumping jacks, if that's even a phrase. Don't think it is. Do some lovely dumping though. Get all of this sweet granite into the right piles. There we go. This, one more. Bang, that should stimulate the collection of more granite. Oh, we've got a petition available before we go as well. Let's have a little look.
The doctrine of pages has many worshippers in Cryptbeards, and now requires a temple and priest. The location must be built and furnished with the new position appointed by you. Do you approve this request?
The doctrine of pages. I do. I approve. What is the doctrine of pages? That's the question, though. I need to actually dig a room for it, don't I? Do it up here. Can't smooth the walls, though. It's going to be a pretty shitty guild hall if I build it on this floor. I do have this extra long corridor here that I've managed to dig. Yeah, let's do it. Let's build the doctrine of pages right here. Going to do a little doorway like that. Going to do 2x1 shift room. That'll be good. Have I tried Anno 1800? I haven't. I've heard good things about it, but I've never really had an opportunity to give it a try. Those games do appeal to me, but there's so many of them to choose from, right? Not just the Anno series, but you know, those sort of build a city / colony / town / fortress. I mean, it's a big genre. A big fuzzy-edged genre with lots of crossover. I mean, sort of Dwarf Fortress falls in that category, but I do like those kind of games. I don't know how great they'll be for streaming. I'll have to give it a go. Maybe I'll see if I can pick one up. Although at the moment I've got 20 quid's worth of Steam credit, and I'm kind of thinking about holding on to that for Cyberpunk 2077. We'll see though. We'll see how it works out. I have bought 2 big games this year. I bought Death Stranding and Red Dead Redemption 2, so I'm not sure I can really stretch my game purchasing budget that far until we tick over into the new year, but we'll see. We'll see. Anno is exceptionally good. Comes a new DLC tomorrow. Yeah, I'd have to give it a crack. I do remember liking... Now, this isn't a deep cut, olden days game, but things like Seven Cities of Gold and a lot of Sid Meier's Pirates. And I think Anno has something of that, something of the set up a colony and trade vibe to it, which I kind of like. Kind of enjoy it. Look at this bloody... I don't know if you can still see it there. I burnt myself on a hot oven tray by accident. Silly me. It didn't seem that big a burn at the time, but it's left quite a mark. Yeah, Sid Meier's Pirates was an incredible game back in the day. I really loved it. Big fan, as they say. Very big fan. What was the other one you did? You gave me P, not Pirates. It was called Colonists or something, wasn't it? I forget. Sid Meier did quite a few of those kind of games, and they were very good very often. I've got Civilization 6 still sitting in my Epic Game Store library that I've never played. I should. I enjoyed Civ 5. I've just not tried any Civ 6 yet. I remember last time I mentioned it, someone did warn me off of it though. They said, it's not that great, scoundrel. Don't be drawn in. Don't be wowed by their sweet words and gyrating hips. Just say no. Colonization, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah, no, I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed that one a lot. I watched Lewis and Ben on the Yogscast play through it a while ago. I think almost like a year, maybe 2 years ago now. Fucking hell. Long time. Hello, Raditude. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us, and Baba Booey to you too. Baba Booey. As you can see, the fortress is ticking over nicely. We're kind of waiting for this area here to get cleared out properly. Only 4 more boulders of granite to go though, and then we can... Oh, they're doing the channeling as well. Ah, this is good. This is very good. Let's do a high priority channel here, please. Now, this is a room that I'm going to fill with water in order to dump it below using a series of drawbridges, or maybe hatches, I'm not sure, in order to drop on this magma, the red stuff, to turn into obsidian, so I can dig into it to extract some of this sweet, sweet candy. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Why wouldn't I say that? I mean, I said it, but I can't see why I wouldn't. Have I just done a rude word? Have I done a racist? No! Tricked again. Well, I say tricked again. Tricked for the first time! Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Civ 6 is good, but I don't know. It looks fantastic as well, but I can't focus in that game. Not sure why so much going on. The Civ games do often suffer from that late game crawl. They sort of slow down, everything gets really grindy. I mean, not as bad as Warhammer Total War though. That starts out of the gate being pretty fucking slow to go between turns. And I hear they've patched it and it's much quicker, but oh my god. Good god, man. Okay, so it looks like this is actually happening now. They are doing the digging that I'm asking them to do, so that's nice. All we need to do now is check out how big a bridge can we build. BG, I believe. Yep. And then the bridge will be that long. Oh, but perfect length. So we're going to build a bridge like that retracts. We're going to place it over the hole, and then we have to do another one here, and oh my fucking god, it's going to take forever. But hey ho. Could be worse, couldn't it? Could be far worse. We could be buried under a mountain of severed bollocks and on fire. Either one of those would make it worse. Together they would make it appalling. I played the shit out of Civ 4. Not sure what it was with 6 that drives me away. I played quite a bit of Civ 4. 3 and 4 I played a bit of, and then 5 is probably the one I played the most of. Certainly recently. Although maybe not as much as I played Alpha Centauri back in the day. I did love that. I did love that a lot. But it didn't make me bite on the new sort of Cyber Centauri? Alpha Centauri-esque game that came out. That didn't feel like it was particularly solid. Was it good? I never played it. Oh, you mean Alpha Centauri, probably.
Academician Zarkov.
That was my favourite character. I used to love playing the science group.
I'm going to science the shit out of it.
And they had those big red worm boils that would come up from under the ground. Ah, Alpha Centauri. What a game.
What a game, what a game.
No one's coming down to get that granite, are they? It feels like they're just ignoring it. It's not like there's no space for it. They have brought up fresh granite since I asked for the last lot to be dumped, so I'm guessing the granite's going to be hauled fairly rapidly, right? It's going to happen fairly soon. Sooner or later, I would guess. Gotta be one or the other. Terraforming Complete, yeah, I remember. What was that game on the Amiga? And when you started doing science, it would go ergonomically terrific. Mega something. Megalomania was it called? Like a fairly rudimentary RTS back in the day. Oh, I loved Zarkov. What was the guy who ran the Hive thing? He looked a bit like a sort of Chinese Baron Harkonnen from the old Dune film. Do you remember that one? Megalomania, that was the game.
Megalomania.
Is that how it went? I'm not sure. Whoa, 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 why have we got a dead boy in the mechanics workshop? Question mark? Bookbounder found dead, you say? Why is the bookkeeper fighting? Why is Firehawk fighting? Why so much retching and vomiting? 4 pages. Holy shit. What happened, Sanctum Spirit Stone? Oh, he got bitten by a rattlesnake. You got to watch out for those rattlesnakes. I mean, they are on this sort of fort embark, but I've never really been that worried about them before. Turns out maybe I should have been. Maybe we should be worried about wild rattlesnakes rampaging through our fortress, shaking their tails at our citizens. Chang, that was it. Yes, it was Chang. What's his title though? It was like Hive Master Chang or something. Oh man, that game was great. It was great. I'll tell you what has been fun as well lately. I've been playing a lot of Deep Rock Galactic with some of my mates. That's been fun. It's one of those ones that caps out at 4 players though, which is slightly annoying. Because after my my birthday multiplayer session didn't really take off too much, I've been looking for games to try and get people to play. I almost spunked all of my last Twitch payout buying copies of Armour 3 for my friends who don't have it, and then I realised it would literally be all of it. So I thought, maybe I'll back off. Maybe I'll wait a bit longer and see if there's another game that we all end up getting. But we'll see. We shall see. Anyway, it's now 3:10 in the morning, and I most definitely should be calling time on proceedings. So, excuse me again. 2 more pieces of this to go. Let me quickly put the digging orders in for this. There we go. So they'll be ready to take place next time. Go up to the surface and pause things. Our traders appears to have fucked off, which is nice, meaning they've just left the tap they couldn't carry in the thing. Could have sworn we sold all the mechanisms, but I keep seeing mechanisms in here occasionally. Where were they? There's so much tap lying around in here, we really need to get it sorted. The food stockpiles alone are groaning under the weight. Ah well, never mind, because it's time to press escape and save the game. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Those of you watching the YouTube recording, that's it. Gotta go now. Bye.